allowed the two children to attend the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
She
Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey supposed talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego politico, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you lie down, yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego die politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my ego, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my ego diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo.
Hello there.
Mayegun la wa mo la mo dodododo.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun la wa mo la mo dodododo.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun today.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Thank you so much for joining me today, Sunday, the 22nd of October. Live. Please share the broadcast. Invite your friends and invite your not so friendly friends and tell them Mayegun today, just the usual.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ dodododo.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
It is the battle of forgers, accusations upon accusations. Of course, I have load of them here for you tonight. It is like the Sunday sermon, nothing different. If you are somebody who is politically correct, don't watch this video. If you are a unity beggar, the typical Nigerians that will live the truth, the reality, and create their own alternative reality, and live by that, and then asking others to come together and unite in the face of ruins and destruction, don't watch this video.
The
All of you who are the prayer warriors, don't watch these videos. Those of you who are advocating for people to pray for Nigeria, let us just pray for Nigeria. We should just pray for Nigeria. This broadcast is not going to make you comfortable. I advise you, go to the prayer mountains. Don't watch this video. It is Sunday sermon and it is going to be purely G's that are related to everything that is happening in Nigeria, and all language is allowed. And if you ask somebody who is very much like, you don't like disrespecting elders or disrespecting whatever, you might just don't like disrespecting everything on our path. When we do this kind of program on Sundays, Sunday sermon, it simply means it is a no holds bar. Anything where the road we go clear them. Please don't watch this broadcast. I have told you every time that I am still taking my breath, that I am still breathing, I will never off this mic. You know why? Because the criminals who are destroying Nigeria, dividing Nigeria, impoverishing Nigerians, they are not slowing down. A lot of us who started as as kids, a lot of us have become fathers, parents today, mothers. You watched, or should I say we watched, those who were our own parents battle the system we didn't understand. We thought following their footsteps, following their path, obeying the every right thing is the right thing to do. We have now grown up to be adults. Now we know the truth. We know better that Nigeria is a crime scene. If you have not become a victim that is so heated so much, you may disagree. Fine, you are free to disagree. Nigeria is what? A crime scene. And a lot of us are now worried. What is it going to be like for our own children? What is it going to be like for their own children and their children? If things continues like this, what will be their fate? What will be their destiny? If all of us want to be honest with ourselves, if those, before us, were not completely honest with us, should we also be dishonest with our own children, the generation that we are bringing to this world? And that is why on Mayegun's Diary Politico, ladies and gentlemen, as they won't stop, as the status quo won't change, as the criminals who are benefiting from the ruined and impoverished, terrorized Nigeria will never give up, then I will never give up except I kind of stop breathing. But until then, just follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, the battle of forgers, even though we have all agreed that, Nigeria criminal leaders, from the federal to state, from state to local government, from local government to polling units, it is they are like a reflection of Nigerians themselves. Nigerians. So if you see heartless, cold-hearted criminals that are ruining Nigeria in every capacity they found themselves, which has now accumulated to what you now have today, as the shameful tag that the rest of us would have to carry all over the world. And if you think it is okay for us to kind of normalize the tag of a narco state, citizens of a narco state, citizens of a country that is possibly fake. I mean, the world will soon know that it is fake. Everything put together and named Nigeria is fake. So they will soon know. Now, the song everywhere is that you be forger. No, they will start with, you be fake. I know be fake. You they fake. I know they fake. You they forge. I know they forge. You be forger. I know be forger. You be armed forger. Because forgery, this one, comes with the violence they are bringing with it. And it's like that. It's like two people now. Oh, you are fake. I know be fake. Then it'll be like, you are forger. I know be forger. Get that, eh? Then he will throw the same question by, be like, you are fake. No, I'm not fake. Oh, you the forge. Say, no, I know the forge. I say, okay, you be forger. So that is the scenario playing out in Nigeria today. They are not disputing the fact that the president of Nigeria, Tinubu, a certificate for the person who no go school at all. He no go school at all. If he talks, say, he self-taught himself, I mean, there are leaders all over the world too, where they say they don't really go proper school. Okay? But in life, they kind of, self-educated themselves. And at the end of the day, they gain more experience. And they've never been like those criminals you have in Nigeria. Parading criminals. You understand? Call you no go any school. You no go primary school. You no go secondary school. You no go university. You no go anywhere. Everything are fake. But you can't come out to say, no, you got it wrong. All of you got it wrong. This is what happened. Okay, this is it. This is what happened. He can't come out to tell anyone. He hired 2,000 media aid. Nitori Kene. He hired over 40 lawyers to tell everybody to shut up about his certificate. Forget it. Don't talk about it anymore. So, and those who are like Tinubu's defenders too, they are saying the same thing. Are you a saint? You want to say you never forge anything in your life? Eh? Are you not the type of people who also do some you know what I mean? Like, it is a case of you be thief, I no be thief. Eh? You be rope, I no be rope. You be robber, I no be robber. You be arm robber. But this time around though, you be fake, I no be fake. You dey forge, I no dey forge. You be forger, I no be forger. Okay, you be armed forger, I no be armed forger. Then they turn around and say, okay, you said you be fake. No, I no be fake. However, we know who is fake. We know who is original. They ask Kolu which primary school he go to. He said St. Paul's Primary School, Aroloya in Lagos. Listen, he no go there. They say, which secondary school you go to? He said, Government College, Ibadan. He no go there. This information were those ones who were available 24 years ago. They don't change it now. He's saying go Chicago University. University of Chicago. They realize say it's also fake. He no go University of Chicago. But because Nigeria is a crime scene, and he's been in the business of this state capture for a long time, I'll tell you about that state capture briefly when my spirits direct me back to that conversation. In 24 years later, 2023, Kolu now changed the story. He no go primary. He no bother present primary, present secondary, since they don't catch him 24 years ago. In that same Nigeria, somebody was supposed to jail. He's a godfather, and he has stolen enough to have made so many people vulnerable. that he could buy them. That is what is called a state capture. 24 years later, the story don't change. Now, Tinubu went to he went to Government College, Lagos, and graduated in 1970. But the school, they did not establish the school until 1974. The school did not take students in until October 1974. And the school did not graduate their first set. As a secondary school, their first set of graduates until 1979. Which means Tinubu don't graduate from the school where they never start. 9 years before the school produced their first secondary school graduate. That is a fake. That is proven as a lie. But somebody is saying, and so? What do you mean, and so? What do you mean, and so? I just gave you what happened now. You said, and so? When you look at them, by their comment, you shall know them. Àwọn akóṣìbérò níyà. Ó ní àǹsó, abẹ́ máa gbọ́ wèrè, ó ní àǹsó. Ìyẹn ni kókó. Then you come presented that you also graduated this time around, though, not University of Chicago. They don't change them. Chicago State University. Abba. Oya certificate here. They can't go go get certificates. They can't start. Okay, how come your own certificate different from certificate of other people? Now, so story starts. Tinubu lied that Abacha bombed his house. I beg for the upteenth time. If you are a Nigerian watching this video, please tell me, between you and God, do you ever, if you are, no, hang on, if them born you, okay, now, I want to phrase the question properly. If you are born before 1999, somehow you not go too young for what I'm about to ask. Okay? Have you ever heard anywhere in any story that Abacha bombed Tinubu's house? Ever? All the stories of how they beat a fella's mom, how fella's fella's mom was thrown out of the window. All of those are verified and verifiable stories. Tinubu said the reason why he lost his 1979 certificate was because Abacha bombed his house in Lagos, because Tinubu was member of NADECO, and because Abacha was looking for NADECO people. Tinubu was in exile. Do you know one thing? May I bust your bubble? You know, that's the story some of you read. Abacha was chasing Tinubu. He was chasing all the NADECO people. It's a lie, yo. Abacha no chase Tinubu. Nobody even chased Tinubu. On record, Abacha was even working with Tinubu. During that time, that people were doing the run. Everybody, they said they were running away from Abacha. From record. You dey hear me? From record. Tinubu was liaising with Abacha, trying to mend his own way into his what have you. But anyway, we'll leave that. Tinubu said Abacha bombed his house. I beg, who knows Tinubu's house in Lagos before 1999? Anybody? Anybody? I'm going to read the comment, don't worry. Tell me, do you know Tinubu's house or address before 1999? Please, anybody? Okay, somebody don't talk, say, well, a lot of people don't know. A lot of you don't know because Tinubu no get any address. He no get any house. He no get any address for Lagos. You dey hear me? Nobody knows. People will tell you, prominent politicians in Lagos and prominent people in Lagos, before 1999, they will tell you their houses in Lagos. Some, they will tell you their family houses in Lagos. Tinubu no get address for Lagos. If I'm wrong, please, I'm open for correction. In my life, I don't know Tinubu address before 1999. The bodilon that you are hearing today, that used to be Lagos State Government Guest House, Governor's Lodge, they call it. That bodilon that you hear, the landlord of bodilon, landlord of it was a government, Lagos State Government Governor's Lodge. So when Tinubu was about to leave, in 2007, he signed all of those properties to himself as his own pension, because they made law. The law was that as a former governor, for your retirement, they will give you 2 houses, one in Lagos, one in Abuja. They will give you driver, cook, security in both places, all paid for by the government. So when Tinubu won't leave, at first, they first renovated the place. They redesigned the place for him. When he was now leaving, they redesigned this place as a project of Lagos State Government for Governor's Lodge. They can't give him. So when you go check the paper, bodilon today will carry the document of the name Tinubu. He no buy am, he no pay penny, no dime. Until tomorrow, everyone that is living in that house, whatever they are eating, whatever they are wearing, wherever they are sleeping, every money they are spending is from Lagos State. Just so you know, I'm just clarifying that for you. So Kalu no get any house for anybody to bomb. But he said he lost it when they bombed his house in Lagos. That's the story. Now, how did you get the new one? He said he wrote to them and they got back to him. Now, when Atiku went to America and said, Ogbeni, you don't even go school. See, this way we no go school, they try to form King Kong in a country where God knows, that is when Wahala now started. Tinubu now said, the American court should please tell Chicago State University never to release the documents of his to Atiku, because if they do, it's going to bring irreparable damage and damages to him. Why? You understand? Like, why? Why? And that was where the story of forger. You be forger, I know be forger. You dey forge, I know they forge. You be fake, I know be fake, and all the rest. And all of this are now coming to light. So Nigeria has now attained that. A lot of people are already being rejected for some of this, what they call the international gig, where young people are still trying their best out of those, out of that lawless place, trying their best to legitimately reach out to the rest of the world and then they make a living. So it's kind of more tedious now, and it's going to be worse because of these guys. But why they were like trying to say, okay, Kalu, evidence deal. Kalu decided to go and hire 2,000 media aid, Tori Kini, a country that is going through economic, what do you call it, trauma. You still have the audacity to go and hire 2,000 media people just to make sure that this whole story, this whole truth is completely mixed up and the narrative is completely diverted. But it's not really working. I don't know how much it is in Nigeria, but it's not. At least I'm not seeing the effect of the 2,000 media aid yet. But they came back, they said, Atiku serve na stolen identity in the use. Voila, your president, they caught your president as a drug dealer and certificate forger. And the next thing is that the people will catch him. They themselves, they steal identity. Voila, okay. Mr. Atiku, who be Sodiq? Who is Sodiq? Because APC, Egbekegbe said they discovered that you are also Mr. Sodiq. And a lot of people are wondering, when did you become Sodiq? Atiku now presented evidence of how he was Sodiq. And now Sodiq became part of his name and some of his documents, about something like that. Remember, Tinubu never come out himself to come and answer any question about this forgery. Sure you get. Now all the paid vuvuzelas, hired cretins are doing the job and also paid lawyers who are trying to play and game the system and ensure that Tinubu nothing happened. Tinubu himself has not come out to come and say anything. And those who are defending him have not come out to say anything, but they have come out to accuse everybody about the way they don't enter the Labour Party stuff too. Like Idiota, Pampas, and Arabambi and all that. They themselves don't they drag Peter Obi. So even Peter Obi self. Now another person identity in the use. Do you understand? Like, they are not concerned that the person that is called president of a country is a forger. They are more interested in using whatever they can to, in their own world, to destroy those who are exposing Tinubu. Do you understand that? Because that is exactly what is going on in Nigeria right now. But they come back to that of Obi. Mr. Sodiq, where you be Sodiq? It was Sodiq. They said that that Sodiq affidavit in call was signed on Saturday. Court no dey work on Saturday. Anyway, Atiku and his media team, they have also responded again. You think say you smart? You think say you wise? By trying to gaslight everybody so that they will stop actually focusing on the shame and the embarrassment, the international disgrace that you have brought upon Nigeria by your choice and every other madness that some of you are actually defending. To divert attention from all of that. So they are accusing everybody. We say, no, they don't be the president. They don't be the one who submit a fake document. But people are more interested in, so, okay, Mr. Sodiq now said, okay, don't worry, guys. We'll let you know that this guy no wise. Here you get. You have been caught. You are waiting on the judiciary, the same judiciary, to certify and legitimize you criminal, so that crime becomes something that is now legitimate in Nigeria. You just need to belong to APC, and you can get away with anything. But the destruction of that is going to be so monumental, and you're already feeling the heat, Abi. Have you not started? We'll get to that one too. So Mr. Sodiq now called press conference to everybody who has time. This is where we're going to start from now, okay? So how did Atiku become Mr. Sodiq? And we don't know how Tinubu, female, Bola A. Tinubu, female, became Bola Ahmed Tinubu, male. Born in 1955, born in 1954, born in 1952. Nobody has a clue, and he's not coming out to actually give anything than take whatever we give to you. If you don't agree with that, we are going to actually fire you. Abi? Mr. Sodiq explained, and they're asking Kolu to do the same, but we'll start from this one.
Into the etymology of even the names itself. The origin of Sodiq in Arabic and what it represents. Particularly as the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, gave those two names to his bosom friend. Interestingly, in Arabic language, the word Asdika metamorphosed from Sadiq, and it means friends. The Prophet also termed Abubakar as Atik, letter A, T, E, E, and a Q, meaning the one who is protected from hellfire. Moreover, Abubakar is not a real name. It was a nickname in the holy books. The prophet's friend's real name is Abdallah, and in Arabic, any name with Abu in front of it is usually a nickname. Like the Saudi crown prince is called Abu Razaz. In English, father of the bullet. Abu Bakr means father of the young camel. Well, we'll get to that. For those who know me as a teacher, they would understand where I'm coming from. So I will return to our research. We conducted a research into the registry of the Lagos State High Courts in the same year they claimed, or the affidavit of Atiku Abubakar was signed on a Saturday, to see if it was really an absurdity to have court papers signed on a Saturday. The outcome of our findings showed clearly that there are court papers that were signed on Saturdays in the year 1973. Atiku Abubakar's affidavit was not the only one signed on Saturday, as the con men would want you to believe. Here and now, we shall show you the slides of our findings. Please, I need the cameras to return to this screen. What you see here is in the Federal Revenue Court of Nigeria, summons to parties by the registrar to settle record under 7 Rule 7, Board of the Internal Revenue in Lagos, dated 12th day of February 1974. From there, I will take you to other documents. This is in the High Court of Lagos. When I mean High Court of Lagos, I'm talking of Tinubu's Lagos. Hearing notice. It may interest you to know that we have these are certified true copies. We got them certified by our lawyers. In this case, is between T. Adeokin and Nigeria Airways Limited. This is a hearing notice that was issued by the order of the court on the 17th of March, 1973, as highlighted there. Please, you can run a check. 17th of March, 1973 is a Saturday. My dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and those of us watching from our homes this evening, Sunday evening, these are CTC copies done from the Lagos High Court. Now, I will go further. This is another CTC copy. '73, certified true copy from the Lagos State Judiciary. So if I go on and on, highlighted, you would see that we made this official request through our counsel to the head of archive section of the Lagos High Court Ikeja. I'm talking of Ikeja is domiciled in Tinubu's Lagos. This is one of the documents we paid. So, ladies and gentlemen, the outcome of our findings clearly shows that what you just saw are court papers, documents that emanated from the courts that were signed, issued, and authored on Saturday, as at 1973, the same period Atiku Abubakar's affidavit of change of name from Sodiq to Abubakar Atiku was done. Here and now, which, as I've just shown you the slides, as a practitioner of democracy, especially someone who sits on the chair of a president, you must live above board. A president must mirror the moral rectitude of trust and transparency. To be called the president of a country is to be an approximation of the values that such a country stands for. Nigeria does not stand for forgeries and impersonation. It is therefore on this note that we yet again call on President Bola A. Tinubu to follow
President Bola A. Tinubu don't present his certificate, and according to him, if you no agree, if you disagree, go to court. Do you understand? He believes that may everybody just go to court. He don't present you something. If you don't like him, if you think say no be original, if you think say it's fake, go to court. But that shame of everybody knowing that is actually somebody is parading himself as president of Nigeria with a fake forged certificate. And the rest of the world knows. And that is not the only thing. Sure you get. There are other things like drug dealing, heroin trafficking, money laundering. All of these are also documented, court-documented evidence. Well, they say to go to court. So if you take anything to court and the court says, well, your evidence in call now Saturday then sign them. It was supposed to be signed on Sunday, or it was supposed to be signed by a woman, or just anything. And they'll tell you, say it's invalid. So Tinubu knows that. But Atifu's team, they are not finished. They said Tinubu should also show workings, show something instead of hiding. Here you get. And then turn to motivational speaker, telling Nigerians that you feel for them. The hardship is like sacrifice. It's a baby work. It's a this or that. Motivating people where they die of hunger and the misgovernance. So here is the other part from the Atifu's team.
That we yet again call on President Bola A. Tinubu to follow the example of Atiku Abubakar, to clear the air about the doubts and kurukere about his past, just as we have done, openly, publicly, and we took the pains to go to Lagos, his own Lagos, where he ruled and superintended and has been lord over for over 23 years. Since Lagos is his domain, we asked Bola A. Tinubu to boldly walk into Government College Lagos and make available to the world, just as we have done today, a copy of the 1970 certificate with which he sought admission into the Chicago State University. He may as well tell us the business center inside Oluwole Market in Lagos, where the document, the certificate was printed and given to Chicago State University, or where that certificate was gotten from, which was presented to the Independent National Electoral Commission. And if assuming the president is afraid to come out clean, because we can only assume at this point that Bola A. Tinubu has some skeleton in his closet or his cupboard, he should feel free to confide in us. You don't need to have over 2,000 media aides for you to do your job well. We are just 3 of us here, yet we went to Lagos, Tinubu's Lagos, to investigate and put to rest the issue of Atiku's affidavit, which was signed on a Saturday. We took it upon ourselves to say, look, we must come out clean. We cannot be on the same page with a certificate forger. So he can confide in us. We will help him to do this. And it is embarrassing enough that the FBI and some anti-crime agencies in the United States are poised to start releasing information on our president any moment from now. It is more embarrassing that Bola A. Tinubu will fight tooth and nail to block these discoveries about his past, saying such will cause him irreparable damage. Bola A. Tinubu needs to be reminded that what the FBI and the U.S. security agencies are set to do by releasing the FBI Tinubu files will undoubtedly cause Nigeria irreparable damage. Nigeria is a country of laws, and no one single man or woman, no matter how highly placed, is bigger than our laws. We hope that the discovery into Atiku's Saturday affidavit by his own media team will raise this issue and provide the opportunity for Bola A. Tinubu's team to come clean with its decades of forgeries and lies. Nigerians are waiting for them to put an end to this kindergarten Tom and Jerry that has done nothing but brought embarrassment and humiliation to our country and its people. Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, I would want to say that Atiku Abubakar, former Vice President for Federal Republic of Nigeria, whom the media team of Bola A. Tinubu recognized as being someone who is associated with forgery, just like their boss, we have decided to come out clean today. We waited this long to respond to them, to their inaccuracies and reckless vituperations, because we believe in detailed presentations, because we believe Nigerians deserve to know the truth, and the truth will set us all free. That is why we invited you today, and that's why we decided to speak to Nigerians today on our discoveries. This is discovery number 2. You remember we went to Chicago. We brought discoveries. At least in Chicago, when we brought out the documents from Chicago, we knew whether somebody attended a university, either as a male or a female, and so many other inconsistencies and incongruities in those documents and those revelations we saw there. Today is another day of discovery. We have proven to Nigerians that Atiku's affidavit that was signed on a Saturday, it is not a forgery.
All right, you don't do. Like Kolu said, anybody where have any question about his forged certificate, they should go to court. And if you don't go to court and continue to talk about it, you are considered as enemy of Nigeria. That is not allowing or should I say that is making it difficult for Tinubu to save Nigeria. So people like me right now, talking, I am making it difficult for Tinubu to save Nigeria Naira. People like David Undenyi, and so many other people who have been outspoken like that, they are now going to be called enemies of Nigeria, all because of one man. I'll tell you something today, which was when I was doing my drive about to go and get some of my food. So when I finally got my food, I decided to show everyone one of the breads that I bought, right? And it was my favorite bread, by the way. I loved it. However, the loaf was 2 pounds. 2 pounds. And I then jokingly said, oh, more, hey, that's 2 pounds, oh. With waiting Nigeria don't turn to now. You can easily say this is 2,900 naira bread. Somebody said, 3,000 bread, 3,000 for a loaf of bread. Even though it is almost similar in Nigeria now, Abi. Like 1,000 naira for the big loaf, Abi. Anyway, then another weary, Agbado Mighty, and Agbadoriani also jumped there. Look at Timo, he's paying almost 3,000 naira for bread. The same bread that we will buy in Nigeria, as bad as Nigeria is, we will still buy that same bread for just 1,000 naira. And I was like, why not 1 naira? That was my own head. I was like, why did you feel like I paid 2 pounds, which if Nigeria is a real place, that should be 2 naira. Abi, it shouldn't be 2,900. So if you don't understand how economy really works, well, maybe I should use my own life to do an example for you. I live here. And I know very much that a lot of those who have been trying to japa from Nigeria, they have become, what do you call them? Advisors, social media advisors to those ones who are still trapped in Nigeria. You better thank your God that you are in Nigeria. So many people know that with 30,000 naira, you can still manage yourself every month. With 40,000 naira, you can still manage yourself every month. If you come to for example, in UK, your house rent alone, you may be paying about 1,500 pounds. You may be paying like 2,000 pounds. And they will convert it to naira. They say, is that every year? Every month? They say, every month, oh, when you want to go and barb your hair, it's going to be 20 pounds. And in Nigeria, with 200 naira, you don't cut your hair. You know how much is 20 pounds? For you to get a ticket, what do you call it? A day ticket, a monthly ticket, to take trains, to take buses. They will begin to advise those in Nigeria. To get a one month bus ride is 150 pounds. Do you know how much that is? To get a 1 month train pass is 200 pounds. Electricity alone is 200 pounds. A gas alone, they will be telling Nigerians like that. But they are saying 200, 100, 20, 10, 50, and all of that. Abi? And to further make those who are living in Nigeria's contraption to believe that they are still better here. In that place, they said that you will work, and all the money you will use it to pay bills. But there's something you need to know. And it's very, very practical, okay? Very practical. I bought bread of, what do you call it? 2 pounds. The total money I spent getting part of my food today, I didn't get semo and rice because I went to a place that the guy was not open, so I was sad. Anyway, the total money I spent was about 70 pounds, okay, for my food. And the total thing I got will actually at least last me for the next 2 weeks. That is 70 pounds. Now, if I was working the normal 9 to 5, like everyone, like many people, that means I will be paid minimum wage. Because I have worked, okay, for a very huge business in this country, and I have been paid more than minimum wage. So I'm going to use that as an example for you. A minimum wage in the UK is per hour. So which means every hour you work, you must not be paid less than 10 pounds. Now, in the UK, if you are a student, you are expected to work for, because you will be studying now, to work for just 20 hours a week. But if you are a normal person that is ready to work and all of that, you are expected to at least get 37 to 40 hours every week. And if it's a place you get extra, listen to this, 40 hours. So where you get extra time or whatever, right? You may even add on an extra 10 hours, making it 50 averagely. Now, if you are paid 10 pounds an hour, and I have to work, for example, let's say 10 hours a day, and I'm going to work 5 days a week. So that 10 hours a day, that means I will be paid 100 pounds every day. So in 5 days, out of 7 days a week, I'm going to work for 5 days. That 5 days, I am going to make the smallest money of 500 pounds. That's the smallest, minimum. That's what is called minimum wage. Anything below that is called slavery in the UK. Anybody where they pay you anything lower than that, they can lose their business. They can even go to jail. That is the system here. So the minimum will give me 500 pounds. When they remove their tax, NI, this or that, the minimum will still probably leave me with 400 and maybe 40 pounds or 450 pounds. That's in a week. Money I'm going to make in a week. Now, if I work for 4 weeks, that means guarantee I will get 1,800 pounds sterling as my salary. Now, if my, and remember this, this also determines where exactly you are working. If you are in Scotland, economy of Scotland is different from the economy of England. Economy of England is different from the economy of Wales and Ireland, the way they structure them here. Okay? So which means wherever you found yourself, if the rent in that place, if the economy is that of the same job you are going to get, the minimum pay you will get will pay your rent conveniently. That's how system works. So that is what it is. That is what is lacking in Nigeria, where it is where everything goes. Now take a listen. I get paid 1,800 pounds. I'm living in Scotland, and my house rent is 400 pounds. Don't act shocked. Okay, I live in Scotland. So if you are living in London, I'm not talking about you now. I live in Scotland. So let's say my rent is 400 pounds a month. So I am left with how much? 1,400 pounds. Abi? Now, I need to pay for gas and electricity. So let's say my own gas is 150 pounds and my electricity is 100 pounds in a month. That's 250 pounds, Abi. Add it to the first 400. That's 650, Abi. Now, I'm going to need to pay council tax. Okay? So with the level of my rent and the band of my council tax, I'll probably be paying about £100 as well for council tax. Adam, how much? 750. I still have £1,050. Don't forget, oh. What else is there to pay? Oh, internet. Let's say I have my internet in the house and I'm paying £30. There are those who pay £15 or £20 every month. I have worked the job before in this country for their internet. Okay, I have TV too, and I have to pay for TV and all of that. Maybe just little luxury. My internet, my TV, okay, maybe £50. £50. Now, I have £1,000 left from my salary that month, oh. Don't forget, oh. I haven't bought food, though. I haven't bought cloth, though. I have not started buying other things, so sure you get. I also need to pay for my phone because I can get that on credit. I don't have to rob to get the latest phone. If I have a job and I can pay for it, okay, I get a better phone. iPhone, which one is your latest today? iPhone 14 Pro, Abi? iPhone 14 Pro. How much is it from Sky? Oh, it is £45. Oh, it's £50. £50 a month. Give me one. I still have £950, Abi, that month. Okay, I have a car. All right. I mean, I could buy a car and I could pay for a car if I have to pay for a car every month anyway. Okay, let me take a car. So I'm given a car and I have to pay £150 or £200 on that car. You know, say I still get £750 left. I will need to pay insurance on that car. Let's say my insurance is, let's say, £100 too, mostly not up to that. But let's say my insurance is maybe £70 or £100. I'm still going to have about what? £650. Okay, I'm going to fuel the car, won't I? Remember, I still have £650, Abi. Now, whatever I have left and I have not had it, I still have £650. I have paid my rent. I have gassed my house. I have powered my house. I have paid all my bills and all of that. Now, I need to fuel my car. Now, that depends on me. So I save £50 every month to fuel my car. Now, I still have £600. That is the one I'm now going to use to do Omo boy. Hello, Egbon. Can I get something? Grandma don't swallow remote control. They say me will go pay 50,000. Okay, 50,000. That is like £50. I can still afford that. Send your account. My Egun, please, Baba. My children have not been. Okay, how much is it? It is 75,000. £75. Send your azar. I will pay them. By the time I did, somebody said I've forgotten food. Okay, let's say £100 for my food. Okay, you see, I don't do a more boy with my £600, and I have not even paid for my food. I have not think of maybe other. You see, so fine. Last, Isha. Okay, let's cut it short. Okay, last. Maybe at the end of the day, I'm going to be left with £200. Maybe that one will even go into credit card and all of that too. But the bottom line is this. If the minimum you get in this country is based on how much of that opportunity you want to go for. That one is there too, because there are people that are making that £450 every day in this country. Sure you get. But I'm talking about minimum. Now, go back to Nigeria without changing that money. Can you also get paid in Naira 1,800 Naira? And from that 1,800 Naira, you are able to pay your rent. You are able to pay all your bills. And then just like I described right now, and you can live moderately, normally. You are driving a car. You have your family with you, and you are managing yourself. If you are two in the house, you and your partner, you begin to kind of share the bills in a way that that way you begin to even save more, and you can begin to measure your progress. That is not Nigeria. The minimum wage in Nigeria is 30,000 Naira. Minimum wage in Nigeria cannot buy you a bag of rice. Now, somebody who is in the UK is telling you that he has a job, and the job is so small, it's so low, that all of his money goes into taking care of himself and paying his own bill. And therefore, he's telling those of you in Nigeria whose currency has been so devalued, so devalued that you as a people, you have been devalued. You know, they pay attention. They pay you minimum wage of 30,000 naira. You know, if you take anger, enter market, say you want buy bag of rice, go do big boy. Who you want do big boy for? Some of you are being paid the 100,000 naira salary. Some of you are being paid the 200,000 naira salary. But you yourself know, say, you and poverty, una they do hide and seek, because the moment the 200,000 enter your hand, you know they last 1 day or 2 days. They say day ground, you know they cover anything. And you where they get paid 250,000 naira, 300,000 naira salary, you are living like somebody when no get job. Do you understand that? A lot of Nigerians who are in this country today, the major thing that has made their blood, what do you call it? That has made their health sort of worsen is because of the people calling them back from home, asking them for money, asking them for support, asking them for this. Now they have to add that to all of the bills I just told you now. And many of them will end up having to do 2 jobs, 3 jobs. When you hear that somebody is doing 2, 3 jobs abroad, just know that this is not because he has to do that to pay his bill. No. He don't add some extra basic to his life. A lot of people are living that life. A lot of people are today dropping the life. A lot of you watching me today, you used to be like that. As they are destroying Nigeria, destroying the currency and making it even worse there. When you tell the people that you deserve better, and there's some other people are telling them that don't mind them, in this country itself, it's not easy. But you are paying for electricity of 24 hours electricity, and you are getting it. You are paying for your internet data and every other thing, you are getting it. You are paying taxes for the better road and better communities, you are getting them. Your taxes are going into paying for your children education, free education in so many places, or student loan that your children can begin to pay, taking off burden from you all over the world. But it's not the same where we all come from. So, and then those who are in Nigeria will then be saying that, thank you, Jare, my sister. I told them, I thank God for my life here. They are making you to glorify poverty. They are making you to embrace it and, in fact, feel good about it. And that was what came to my mind today, like, why would you be so shameless to jump into a conversation where somebody who lives in America says, oh, I just bought a bag of 50 kg bag of rice for $100. And then you bring out your calculator and you're like, you see, come and here, in America that they are all talking about, see how much they are buying a bag of rice, $100. Why are you not worried that you are not buying the same bag of rice in Nigeria for 100 naira? That is what you call value. Because that person where they pay $100 for a bag of rice is living in an economy that makes that $100, make that $100 value, $100 value. It's not for person where go hold $100, and they will tell him, say, he need to pay $1,000 for the value of something that is $100. If the value of the bag of rice is $100 in America economy, everybody that is going to earn every dollar and cent in America, they will make sure that every dollar, every cent they earn is also in collaboration, is in the same tandem with the price of what the economy is. So when that person remove $100 from his or her pocket and pay $100 for a bag of rice, and you started saying that, but a bag of rice in Nigeria is 60,000 naira, and that is just $60. But in Nigeria, the economy of Nigeria did not give you the value of a $60 value, because if it takes us $100 and pay for a bag of rice, you cannot bring out 100 naira and pay for the same bag of rice. So madini. That is what you call value. Now, if you now begin to say you cannot compare America with Nigeria that way, then that means you are confusing yourself. On the one hand, you want to compare the life that people who live abroad, who pay so much money according to you for the life they comfortably enjoy. A lot of us are not suffering to pay our rent. So, do you understand? Majority may be telling you that if to say it was in Nigeria now, imagine how much money we are paying on mortgage here, or this, on that, there. Everything you put your money towards, right, is giving you the same value. Do you understand that now? But you don't have that in Nigeria because these criminals have done that. So if you realizes that the value of your value is not the same of that of America, the next question should be why? Why not? Then you begin to ask the question from those who are responsible for it, not by trying to use those who can afford to buy $2 bread for $10. Those who can afford to buy 1 penny or 2 penny, the 2 pence bread for $2. If the economy says the bread is $2 now, of course, that person who lives in that America will be able to pay that $2 conveniently because he makes that $2 in seconds. If you begin to divide what he earns or she earns in such economy, you don't have that in Nigeria. You are earning 30,000 naira. People, they earn 30,000 naira, Baba. And I'm so sorry that even mentioning the 30,000 naira makes it like it's a sad thing to say. About people they make, okay, may I even go to those of you who think say you did better? If I'm lying, tell me that I'm lying. Will you wait to say, my salary is still very better. I get paid 150,000 naira. Tell yourself the truth. A lot of you are living in a serious debt, and these debts are not debts of investment. They are debts of survivor. And when nobody said, citizens who refuse to fight for their rights will be forced to fight for their survivor. You will fight for your survivor. Everybody will fight for his own survivor at the right time, when comparisons like that will no longer really make any sense to those of you who are the victims of all those kind of manipulations. Remember that. Now, going forward, Atiku has challenged Tinubu to come out and in their response, they were like, in fact, this is Zibigda. They don't give him appointment to Onanuga, PM News editor, a publisher. They don't give him a job. So he's now special advisor to Tinubu on media. Something like that. And according to him, on this latest FBI, expected FBI record. Sorry, 1 second. So in this expected FBI record, Bayo Onanuga now said that David Dundeyi and Aaron Greenspan, Aaron Greenspan and David Dundeyi, they were Atiku's surrogates that are just chasing shadow in America. So Greenspan responded recently and said, apparently, someone in the Nigeria media called me an agent of Atiku. I have no idea who Atiku is. It's therefore very unlikely that I am Atiku's agent. Nigeria media is pretty wild. That's what an American would. That's how America described. An American described Nigeria media. We know what is going on, okay? And when they said that David Dundeyi cannot be walking free, and Tinubu will enjoy his stolen mandate, so David Dundeyi must be hunted down, and he must be brought to Nigeria. So we were talking about that yesterday, remember? Right. There is a story of a young man. I'm going to try and read out his name because the name long. His name is Unayere Ugo. Best. That's kind of the name. Okay. But he's popularly known as a killer boy. Now, you see, Nigeria is a very crazy place so these days. So, and you see, parents, especially all of you who are parents of this Gen Z, I beg of you to at least, hey, because I don't even know what to say, because I don't know if I will be blaming you wrongly that you didn't probably prepare your children for the world that they are getting into, a lawless country that, except Nigeria happened to you, you will never understand. Because now the story is this: this Ugo Bestie, killer boy, happened to be dating a girl whose name was Augusta Osedion. Let's see if I have a picture. Now, here is the two of them. So the one on the left is called Killer Boy. The girl in the middle and the next is the same girl. Her name is Augusta Osedion. Now they are boyfriend girlfriend. Okay, they were dating. Now, whatever happened, right? The young girl died, and this young guy kind of absconded. Then people started saying that he killed her. I mean, that was kind of the backstory, okay? Just behind there, like two couples, one of them died, and the boyfriend is accused of murder, killing her. But the boyfriend sort of just disappeared. But surprisingly, because of what Nigeria is, it seemed that the guy also has kind of good connection, that the Nigerian police did not go after him. In fact, this young girl was a student of a Lee City University. However, her parents did all they could to get the police to go after the suspected boyfriend. But it is Nigeria. The guy went solo first, then he resurfaced. But before he resurfaced, he actually paid people, Nigerians, as they would defend devil. If you pay them any token, any small money, they will, you know what I mean? Like they will paint you as the new arrival of our Lord Abinkom. So they call themselves influencers, to the point that some of them were even sharing money. They were doing giveaway on social media in the name of this killer boy. His name is Killer Boy, like his title is Killer Boy. So, but he wasn't getting the traction. He wasn't getting the attention, the Nigerian police, until the social media picked it so much. And then the police sluggishly declared him wanted, but they were not probably after him. Now, this young man now left Nigeria by whatever chance. Changed his name, picked up a different identity, like Tinubu. Changed his name, got a new identity. He became a Sierra Leonean. Nigeria was not looking for him, in all honesty. But his poster, his picture was everywhere on social media because police said they have declared him wanted. Anyway, cut the long story short, he became a Sierra Leonean. And from the report, he was able to buy that identity for 25,000 US dollars so that he could get completely resettled in Sierra Leone. But the family of the slain girl, they didn't leave him alone. They continued to trail him. And luckily, that Nigeria has already published an image of him as wanted. She was able to use that. The moment she got the tip that he was in Sierra Leone, at a nightclub in Sierra Leone, she alerted the Sierra Leonean police and said, this guy killed my sister. He's a wanted person. Call Nigeria. They will tell you. Take this poster. And she also alerted the entire world. From that moment, the Sierra Leonean police captured him, okay? And they made it public that they have captured him. You get where they take you for this story, because you may be sitting down there and be like, okay, Mayegun, where are you going with this story? I'm coming. Now, Nigeria police that did jack nothing, the Sierra Leonean police now released the image that they've arrested him. And the social media became agog. They don't arrest him. Okay, they're saying changing identity. He don't become Mr. Kano Princeton Samuel. You know, this is his identity as a Sierra Leonean, okay, that he paid over 25,000 US dollars for, all right, after killing that girl in Nigeria, okay? Now, people were like, you know Nigerians now, the typical Nigerians. They if the police won't work, then go work. If Nigerian police won't capture anybody, they go capture anybody. It's just that Nigerian police don't want to do their job. And of course, some people started agreeing with them. It's true. From nowhere, the Boromi Delerus, the Lagos Abobakus, Oshogbo Alimajiris, these unboot slaves, sophisticated morons. I'm talking about these crumb eaters, crumb chasers, ass lickers, all risers. From nowhere, these corn eaters, the Agbadorians. They say, yes, the next person that must be arrested now is David Dundeyin. You know that kind of thing, say you go there somewhere. And everybody is trying to make sensible contribution. You know, we have to do this. And I will say, well done. Thank you. Good idea. I say, you, Mr. Bilbaku. Say, yeah, you see, my own idea is that once we go to a language, and thank you. What do you think? I say, brilliant idea. Very great idea. Mrs. Ojokbagogo, what do you want to contribute to this? Well, my own idea is that because of Mr. I believe that for the progress, thank you. I say, thank you, man. Very, very great idea, man. God bless you, man. Then another way they will stand up from nowhere. And you know that if we put cotton wool inside the spirit and we add it to a yellow, and then at the end of the day, we just, and everybody will just be like, sorry, sorry, which madman just finished talking now? You know that kind of scenario? That's exactly how it was for all these unboot slaves, sophisticated morons. David Dundeyin must be, the Nigeria police must make sure that they track him. I say, okay, hang on, slow down. David Dundeyin no kill anybody. He no commit any crime. David Dundeyin exposed criminals. David Dundeyin exposed cover-ups. David Dundeyin exposed terrorist sponsor. David Dundeyin did what again? He stopped war in West Africa. Okay, if they won't go arrest them, waiting go be the reason go for exposing Tifnumbu. But before I go to that, listen to that, the mother of the victim, by the way. It's a very sad story, by the way. And they said that they are bringing, they probably will extradite him to Nigeria to go and answer his, for his crime. I'm talking about Killer Boy. And for those who might want to be interested, this is the mother of that of that young girl killed.
Good morning, everybody. When my daughter was murdered, it was very, very difficult for me to come online. I couldn't hold it. That girl is that husband, his partner, my everything you can think of. So I was really short of words. And when they started chatting me up, Mommy, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. The way he wrote it, I thought maybe it was me. Oh yeah, come out, let's go to the police. He refused coming out. Then along the line, he started when he saw the poster that he wants to send money to me for burial. I said, I don't need money for burial, just come out. After some time, he changed the narrative again. that it was self-defense. I said, just come out. When you come out to the police, you will judge. You judge my mouth. You judge my daughter's mouth. You judge your mouth. I took you as a son. Then after a while, after he posted the last one he posted, I'm the one peeping my daughter off from men, which I never did. He now blocked me off. He wasn't chatting me again since then. So at that point, I know that, okay, there's no way to reach him again. So what I did, I sent his passport photographs to all my relatives, all my friends, all my families all over the world. And I told them he has tattoo on his body. That is the way to identify him. So along the line, my cousin in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, my cousin in Sierra Leone on the first hinted me, Auntie, I saw somebody exactly like this. So immediately, my son and another of my cousin, they went to Sierra Leone. But when they were in Sierra Leone, a day before they got there, they now declared him wanted. So because they declared him wanted, they started hiding. But then my cousin went there, met with the commissioner of police there, met with everybody and talked, showed the picture of the corpse of my daughter because he actually killed her and left her to rotting, actually killed her and collected her phone with her. So the police there has been working. So yesterday night they kept chatting us. It was around 2 a.m. When my cousins were there, they now went to the hotel he used to lodge. On getting to the hotel, it was a white man. The white man now said, no, they can't accommodate a murderer, but he has left their place. That, okay, let him print out his passport. You can't believe it. Nigerians all over the world. That he killed my daughter on the 13th of July. Best now, go Benjamin got Sierra Leone passport on the 28th of July. He changed his name. His son name that is Benjamin, he changed it to Okanu. His first name that is Best, he changed it to Preston. His middle name that is Nnayerugo, he changed it to Samuel. So with that passport and the local numbers, the police there began to work for us for the past over 2 weeks now. To the glory of God, yesterday 2 a.m. in the night, Benjamin was caught. He has never bragged that he can never enter handcuff. He's on handcuff. Nigerians, do what? 1% of the pay is gone this morning. Now Benjamin is caught.
God bless you know, I don't even know what to say. And she's right. He was caught. Now, those of you who are watching this video and you have heard the Lagos Abobakus who are asking that David Undeyi, who is now being haunted by these people, and they are very, very serious. David also shared a cryptic message this evening by saying that these people are already reaching out to members of his family, seeing how much they can get from them to know where exactly he is likely going to be. That is the man in the middle, David Undeyi. Meanwhile, the person where they won't contract, we talk say they go find him. Who the hell does he think he is? Fuji musician Kwamwan, his own son is in jail in America for what they called alleged 2 million. In fact, it's actually $2.2 million cyber crime or cyber scam, in which even Ayinde himself is also alleged to be avoiding visiting America today because of his connection to this. And he had to come out in Nigeria media to say he is not responsible for his own son's actions. His son is old enough to take responsibilities for his actions. But for the past 1 year or so now, majority of his booked show, or people who actually expected him to visit America, majority of them have had to cancel some of those shows because the suspect is that is wanted in America and he's already received the hint. Now that Tinubu, now that Tinubu is the president, people like Ayinde, people like, they are both Ayinde. The other one is Ayinde MC Olueran. The other one is, the musician is Ayinde Kwamwon. So the two of them probably now carries diplomatic passports. So when David said they were coming after him, he meant it. And a lot of people are saying David must be protected at all costs. You are right. It's just so unfortunate that if you are watching this right now, after watching that part I showed you, the crime committed by that young man and how he carried out his crime, and now he got caught in Sierra Leone. Now tell me, what will make David Hundeyin to either be declared wanted, or be put in handcuffs to be brought to Nigeria? In what sense would you link the activities of David and exposure of the criminals in Nigeria? How much, I mean, in what way would you link them together if you know be say you get mental problem? I know some of you are typing it there too. Even you, Mayegun, and so they go arrest you too. Because you are living in hell. They don't arrest people like that anywhere in the world. See the mess they created with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They kidnapped him. They violated international law, international convention. You kidnap somebody from another country. That is not how the world works. It is only in a shithole that they treat you that way. That's not how the world works. There is evidence of the crime of this young man. He killed somebody, ran away, changed his name. And the authority in Sierra Leone, they are expected to act. If there is no evidence that he committed any crime, they will release him. But there is evidence that he committed it. He ran away from Nigeria. The criminals in Nigeria want to kill everybody that is going to tell you the truth about what they have in stock for you. And a lot of you who are defending them are so ignorant that you are now open that those who are exposing the criminals who are going to take your lives, one way or the other, they will take it. You are expecting that they should be put in handcuffs. Why would anybody put me in handcuffs? Why would anybody put David in handcuffs? Because he stopped war between Nigeria and Niger? Because he tried, because he exposed the powers that be when they wanted to cover up a case of another murderer. Have you forgotten, what's that lady's name? Umoren. You remember that lady that was killed in Akwa Ibom, that was looking for a job, and this guy was posing as somebody who was as a job agent, and invited this girl to somewhere in Akwa Ibom, raped the girl, and then killed her and buried her. Then, because the girl and her phone, and those she was talking to, they were able to kind of trace that back to the person she was talking to, track the call, track the number. People did that themselves. David Hundeyin was involved. And they finally exposed the killer. Guess what happened? The commissioner of police suddenly was interested in, they started there teaching the killer what to say. You know the story now. David Hundeyin exposed that. He became something about Akpabiole. Abi, have you forgotten me? How about that girl that they killed in Abidjan? The one that was frustrated until they killed her. The one that was looking for Nigerian help, Nigerian embassy in Benin Republic, Abidjan, Abinkon. Have you forgotten about that? Abike Dagboru. So what would you say exactly he did that they will have to put him in handcuffs? Olori Buruku yin dere, beshen shori Buruku yin to you Olori Burukus, as much as they display your Olori, you display your Olori Burukus everywhere, every now and then, you are still never considered as anything worthy. Now, when they want snatch election by ballot paper, they go call you. And you Olori Burukus, if you are not there snatching ballot paper for them, You are there, helping them to rig, helping them to propagate a falsehood that will come back and bite everybody. Sure, you understand? You don't know what you do to yourselves, ni? Okay, I want to tell you about this picture. This picture, you know this image on the left? That was somewhere in Ogun State, Iperu Remo in Ogun State, during the presidential election. And those people were stealing ballot box for APC. And because there was no real election in most places, they wrote the election for Tinubu there too. The figure, that is a dubious dark ball. But look at the guys on that bike and look at how they look. That is exactly what majority of you are very useful for. If you are not in your invested bedrooms and beds, if you are not in your dingy, dirty, sinking ghetto places that most of you are locked in, talking about how Tinubu can buy anybody's family, how Tinubu has achieved the greatest things that your family will never achieve. Some of you, if you are not doing this with your Shinko phone and then whatever, right? You are busy stealing ballot boxes for them. But look at the guy on the right. The guy just finished NYSC. In Papa na Afa, you know those Afa, all those terrorist sheikh from northern Nigeria. Part of those who told Tinubu that Mumu ticket will actually make him a president, and it worked. You know what Tinubu do or did? Tinubu appointed this guy on the right, we just finished NYSC, as the chairman, I've been the president, I don't know what they call them, of Federal Road Safety, of a FEMA, Federal Road Maintenance Agency, the agency that manages the resources of, the resources that is over 300 billion naira every year, at least. The department that also oversee the ministry, or they are part of that ministry, but they are a department that also oversees the spending of trillions of Nigerian naira. Now, this is a young man, he's 25 years old. Why some of you are shearies? Ajiyajes, Oniyas, why majority of you are queuing up to collect your 25,000 naira? Maybe one day, your name, they go mention your name, and they go send you your own check of 25,000 naira to fight your poverty. Now, this young man was selected to head that department. Some said they actually set him up. But that is not the message. Majority of you on social media, you are not in any way useful to them, even though you are defending them. You are as useless as that your last used tissue paper. You don't go back to your last used tissue paper and be like, oh my God, look at my last tissue, it's so fresh. You are just statistics, you are just number. And when they are looking at the bracket of the 145 million Nigerians living in multi-dimensional poverty, they see you. They see you. We see you. When we see beneficiary of 25,000 naira, we see you. I see you. That's what Tinubu does, Abi. But when it comes to the real job, they look at the children of their acquaintances, children of your pastors, children of your sheikh imams, children of your justices and all of that. And you are so worthless. If na me, de Nigeria, and I dey defend APC in the face of all this wahala. One day, by now, I go down dey think say more. If I say my head no correct, I no get sense. Like, I am supporting them because I thought they are going to fix Nigeria so that all of us can have opportunity and live normal life. But the opportunity, no day. Normal life, no day. Hard life, can't they increase? And I see they here, they shout. But look at these people, when it comes to the real job, where they want people to represent different interests, you know they there. Now, crumb that they give you. So, which time you go think and just be like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to think about my life, Sha. Which kind of life are they live, self? Are they struggle? They struggle. But every time when I see people where they complain about the struggle, they complain about government, I just they jump at them and they attack them. They tell them, say, make them shut up, make them they pray. Or maybe I say I don't get mental problem. Once in a while, you're supposed to know, say you get mental problem, even without going to anywhere. Now, person will get mental problem, they defend the PC, and you are living in Nigeria. Your case pass anything. Along. You might describe, but they don't give the guy a job. Oh. People call they complain. Now, how can you do this? How can you come? This is they say to call you. It is the same thing he did to El Rufaya. Today, El Rufaya is now Afro's reggae singer. If you want to learn about oldies, the 70s oldies, Afro, reggae, and all of them, word for word, lyrics and the artist and everything, go and search for El Rufai on any social media. You go there, you go to learn new thing. Afro Rasta. You see, but Kalu sent his name to be made minister. The same people will say they be rubber stamp. Akpabioli, they rejected El Rufaya. They say na set up. Tinubu just want to say, well, should I send your name? At least I sent your name. Now these people no accept them. It's not my fault. So this Alpha when they wear dark goggle for Kaduna Abinkon, his son is more worthy than majority of you in your 30s, in your 40s, defending APC. Olori Bunini. Come on, explain it for you. Who can explain Olori Bu in English? Olori Buruku niyi. Bumi pada. Dena today. When I say now Olori Bu niyi, ashiri enya koshibero. I don't get any sense to use to think. So if you call some of them will now say, you this bastard, you this Omali, you are Olori Buruku too, you this Mayegun, God go punish you, God go shaking. Meanwhile, everything where they say to me, is actually happening to them. Because if you want to say patriotism, you don't understand what is patriotism. Patriotism is to be patriotic to your country and everybody working against the interest of that country and the people there, which is exactly what your politicians are doing. Everything they are doing is to work against you, okay, to keep you underdeveloped. So you, as a patriotic Nigerian, anybody where they work against your progress, against the progress of Nigeria, which is what this APC represent, anybody where they be like that, supposed to be your enemy. You're not supposed to befriend them. You're not supposed to defend them. If you know, say you get mental problem. Now, if you don't understand what patriotism means, in Yoruba land, they say, now they use the left hand to point his own father's house. But today, majority of you, your father's house, they have become desolate. And the people that have turned your father's ancestors, your father's descendants, and the people like you, those who have turned you into slaves in your own supposed country, they also come from some of this. They also come from all of this ethnic tribe and all of these places. So they ganged up and they decided to make all the ethnic nationalities in Nigeria poorer. So who is bastard? If you don't understand patriotism, that they are not patriotic. Now, if you now want to say who is bastard, somebody will destroy your own father's house. Those who looted Nigeria, those who actually broke the law of Nigeria, the criminals who have activated a state capture, where crime is now legal in Nigeria. Those people who are supposed to build a virile country, an upright country, a prosperous country, a very united country, and a very hardworking, productive country that has something to offer. 63 years. They built a shanty and isolated their concentration camp, the poverty capital of the world. Abi, those who built that, they want to be respected, and you don't call them bastard, Abi. You don't think they are bastards. Those who destroyed Nigeria and destroyed Nigerians to what it is today, you don't think they are bastards. Don't you think they come from every tribe too? They come from the north, they come from the south. They are Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, Yoruba, Efiki, Joy, Bibi, Otifi, and then Shekiri. Everybody from everywhere. Those people are there who destroyed Nigeria today. So if they talk about patriotism, even if they're not patriotic to Nigeria, maybe they come from all of our ethnic nationalities. You have Yorubas, you have Igbos, you have Hausas, you have Egun, you have everybody there, Abi. And there are those who are saddled with building a country that work for everybody, Abi. Now they haven't done that. You can't turn around, can't they call other people bastards because they have decided never to be associated with those criminals. Those mongrels or mongrel. Tabanika pronounce it, Dada. Those who told you to adjust because you have to pay sacrifices, but they are very much busy plundering your commonwealth. I mean, Bakano said something similar. You remember?
A government that is asking the poor to tighten their belts cannot afford a bloated waistline. A reduction in the size of government will ultimately translate to a reduction in the cost of governance. By nominating 48 ministers, the president is about to set a record for the highest number of ministers since 1999. This is not the kind of record expected of a supposed reform-minded government. In a world of cutting-edge nations, in which governance is becoming lean and agile, what does the president need 48 ministers? Or a cabinet of close to 70 persons for, other than the distribution of patronage? It is hypocritical for a government that has subjected Nigerians to untold hardship by adopting neoliberal policy prescriptions to then turn around and expand the size of government, thereby violating a core aspect of the same neoliberal principles. That, Mr. President, does not constitute genuine reforms. It is governance by political convenience. Truth be told, certain ministerial appointments and that of the current APC chairman by consensus illustrate the error that proceeds from the ruler, as stated by the preacher in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, 5-7. He reads, and I quote, "There is an evil I've seen under the sun as an error proceeding from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, while the rich sit in a lowly place. I've seen servants on horses, while princes walk on the ground like servants." It does appear, Mr. President, that by your appointments, there's a reward for bad behavior and mediocrity in our polity.
It's as simple as that. Let's take the message and leave the messenger, please. Because now so that they do, but this one was very clear. Nigeria is bleeding. And you can see all of the appointments they are making. And as you can tell, it is for political patronage, Abi. Oh yeah, Yusuf, come and shop. Oh yeah, Yusuf, take. But the same people are telling you, you have to sacrifice. We are working very much to make sure that everything change. Now all these things are small baby walk. Una go balance soon. Una no go balance anywhere soon. Like this man said yesterday.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Egbe kini wa emi lokan. Yes, I'm a president. Same talk ina leleyi. En so ni jore ya va. E ko ti a jáde. E ko Qur'ani jáde. Wọ́n kó débẹ̀. E débẹ̀ tán. My president, me sorry láti sọ, ẹ ti sọra yín di wàhálà fún gbogbo Nàìjíríà. Ẹ sọra yín di wàhálà, ẹ ti sọra yín di ẹkún. Wallahi tallahi rabbul kaaba. If anybody rò kọ́ ni wọ́n bá lọ́dọ̀ yín. Èmi tẹ́mi ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, mo command àti ìyàwó àtọmọ àti gbogbo ọmọ kí omi pátá. Pé Tinubu ni ẹ tẹ̀ka fún. Tá bá me pé nu dààmú àti fòró lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wá sí, ta ni ó tẹ̀ka fún yín? Báàgì ráìsì di 55,000 lórí pẹ̀lẹ́ ẹyọ oxygen bí oxygen lẹ́sìn pẹ̀ ní àmọ́ ọkọ̀ abú tẹ̀ ń sọ epo di 600 àwọn wèrè kan ní ká ṣe sùúrù di oṣù mẹ́fà ṣé ẹ̀fẹ̀ mọ̀ pé tó bá bàjẹ́ láàrin oṣù kan èèyàn lè mọ́ nílẹ̀ bá mọ́ tí èkó láyé. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President Bola Ahmed.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, may them kill you. 7.
Yeah, God. no allow them, make them kill you. Now, the prayer I can offer to you, brethren, if you are still living in denial or you are beginning to see the light. This week, before I decide to take calls, okay, I need to also put you on alert. This week, we are expecting the FBI files to land. But we know that Tinubu is trying to delay it until that weekend. Okay? And delay it till November. But tomorrow morning, say low, like Yemi will say. You know Yemi. Yemi was my great grandma. Dogbolu. So instead of her to tell you that you need to wake up, the way she tells you how to wake up very early tomorrow, she will tell you that low is that that early morning prayer, the first morning call from the mosque, the one that will wake everybody up like Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, like very early in the morning. Low, that's what my Yemi called low. So low, ma show you Yemi. A quick one though, just a bit on. That's my Yemi in the middle. Now me, they right. Now my Yegun, they right. Now my sister, they left. Tosin. So that's Tosin on the left. That is Yemi, the woman that actually really raised me, you can say. So like I told you, I grew up in the midst of old people. When I say old people, I'm talking about people where we say, you go there, check them if they are still alive. You know that kind of people. They are old. And as a boy, sometimes you'll be calling them. Elijah. That is a fish seller. Elijah. And they won't answer. And you have to go there and open the eye and be like, Elijah, Kefe, what do you want? And then you begin to say, Elijah, I've been calling you since, and you didn't answer. That kind of old people. Now, that kind of people I lived with, I grew up with in Odogbolu. Or it's just a little bit of a digression, so don't worry. I love sharing that, and I love all of you seeing her face. She's dead now. She died at the age of 106. We don't get her birth certificate, too, but we believe that she lived that long, because our own children, they were like old. So that's Yemi. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to use the word of Yemi tonight. And that is, you see this week that we have now arrived in, which is the week that is the last week of October, or almost, not last week of October. I'm going to 22nd. Okay. Well, anyway, it's crucial, I tell you. Crucial. Because low in America tomorrow, very early tomorrow in America, they are going to have to decide the day that FBI will deliver the thing where we don't wait for all this while. And then we want to see how Tinubu is also going to, you know what I mean, like maneuver that as well. We'll see. And we want to see how Nigerians are also going to deal with it too. I want to see. Some people said nothing go up. I said, fine, but now this week, all of us, they expect. This same week, from tomorrow morning, it's also low, very early tomorrow morning. They will begin to figure out who are going to be replaced. Going to be the names that are going to replace the names of the Chief Justices that have now recused themselves from hearing Atiku and Obi's case on Monday. They haven't announced that they have changed the date, but they have not also announced that they have also filled the replacements, because Kolu need all of them to come together this week. It is very important. Supreme Court must sit down this week. And it is tomorrow. So you see, we don't know where that is going to head. A lot of people believe that now tomorrow they go throw the case out. Say, no. Throw the case out, bow. And this rule now, judgment, Lola, no. Now hearing, you go, anyway, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow, and this week, this week. Get yourselves ready from Monday. In case if you need to begin to stockpile food, I would advise you to. A lot of people believe that now waiting they hold Nigeria still for now. We say you never hear the bass boost yet, despite the economic hardship and the sufferings that people are really going through. The one that a lot of you believe that people are not acting. Why are people silent? Why are people quiet? A lot of them are saying they are waiting for Supreme Court. So we all are waiting for Supreme Court then. So this week may be the week of a Supreme Court, except something changes. Remember, Tinubu is trying to stop the FBI from releasing those documents. And he didn't want to take any chances. And that is why he's also asking the Supreme Court of Nigeria to decide this thing. We'll just forget this thing. And he can face whatever FBI release after that. Sure, you understand? Now, this week, I believe I thought that you should be aware of that. So what else do I need to remind you of? I also need to remind you that a woman is crying for help. A woman is crying for help because she did a business with the Minister of Works in Nigeria, the former governor of Ebonyi State, Devil Umahi. And you know one thing about me, you can call it being biased, okay? When I listen to victims of Nigeria criminals, and I believe them. Am I going to let us hear the other side of the story? Which other side? I don't have time for other side of the story, because if you have been burnt by these criminals before, when you see people who are victims too, you don't need to hear the other side of the story. Devoluma, you don't dupe one woman, and it was like a punishment, by the way. You know, all of them where they seek contract from governments, governors, politicians, Abi. A lot of people who they abuse us, who they attack us on social media for Tinubu and all of these criminals. Majority of them too, no, they are not members of APCO. They are the would-be contractors. Many of them are already waiting for their own payment from some of these criminals and their government across Nigeria. And if you all say, "Mo will break it up, Mo will do this and that," these people go believe say their money don't go be that. So they want you to keep the status quo. They want you to be praying for them. They want you to come united. They don't want us to fight. They don't want us to chase them. Let us just pray for them. Okay? Because majority of them now contractors to some of these criminals. Or they are would-be contractors. They are watching me too. What is your conscience telling you? Mayegun, please don't go there. Mayegun, please, continue. Don't talk about me. Abi? Bless I don't talk about you. Abi, now your business they do now. You they collect contracts, steady, PDP, APC. We don't know what you they supply you, but you're not the biggest supplier. Every time all of us they shout, say, this will be criminal. This will be criminal. You self go they shout down with us. Mayegun, this country is so bad. Mayegun, let me tell you something. I'm a businesswoman, and I can tell you our business has been suffering. But I just want us to believe that Nigeria can still work if all of us can work together. But when I don't talk about you, because it is true, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people, you'll be wondering, why are you so tensed? Do you stand to gain anything from these criminals that you are defending them? No, me, I'm not supporting APCO. Me, I don't even like Tinubu. I did not even vote for him. But I just want all of us to just know that since he's now the president, we will just accept it and move on. For the sake of Nigeria, Olofo, now your contract you protect, Abi. Your payment, Abi. Anyway, sorry if I go too far because I wanted to pity this woman and I'm actually sorry for her. She did a project or a contract for Devulumayi. And they said Devulumayi said they delivered the project or they delivered the whatever did not meet the standard. So he therefore didn't pay her the full money. He paid her half. First, he denied that he didn't know her. But when the pressure comes too much, and the woman they present evidence of where Devulumayi told her that he is not going to pay her. I'm not going to pay you because you didn't do the good job. Okay, I won't pay you. And if you dare try to go to the public and begin to try to mess up my name, I can kill you and nothing will happen. The woman, they show evidence. Now, so Devulumayi can say, okay, I know her. She didn't do a good job. So I paid her half price. The woman said, no chishi, no shishi. Person will be billionaire, we don't steal so much money. God knows how much. She didn't mention the how much. But she's so concerned that she cannot be cheated. She's legit. She's doing everything legitimately. She's not a money launderer. She's not this or that. Made the volume pay her. I think you should watch and listen. You said be the judge.
Just yesterday, I received a voice note. You know, people have been talking to him. He said he knows me and that he gave me a job to produce corporate gift for him. But that when he received the goods, it did not meet up to specification and he paid me half of the money. Since I was born, I have never received a kobo from David Umahi. Oga Minister, you are in a position that a lot of people look up to you. Sir, if you know how you pay me, provide the evidence and come and tell Nigerians. And I want you to come and tell Nigerians how I insulted you. Because I've spoken all my truths. I've told my own side of the story. Engineer David Umahi, come out and tell your own side of the story. I'll be posting the text message where this man said he is going to, one day he will teach me a lesson for insulting him. He told me over the phone that he will kill me. And if I make any mistake, I enter a boy, that he's going to eliminate me. This David Umahi that is not a minister. These are the type of people we are whining and dining with in this country. They don't fear God. Human life means nothing to them. If you're a legal person, they will frustrate you. The reason why you see them, they are not standing up for me. They are not fighting. They are not talking about this now. In Senate and the House of Rep is because nobody is calling him to order. It's because one, I'm not drug trafficking. If I was into drug trafficking, I have godfathers that will be talking everywhere. If I was into prostitution now, you see, they'll start standing up for me, sleeping with their husbands, leaving my own husband to sleep around with their own husband. You see, I have people that will stand in for me. Because I'm not into money laundering. And I'm not laundering money. I'm covering it with build and sell and all this small business that they're using to deceive youths. Nobody's standing up for me. But let me tell you something, sir. You will pay me my money. What you owe me is 25.4 million. But what you're going to pay me is 150 million. Because you have owed this money for 9 years. You told me that you teach me a lesson. I'm going to post the evidence now so Nigerians can read for themselves. You have already taught me a lesson. 9 years is not 9 days. Do you know what I would have done with that money for those 9 years? You've scattered the business capital. You've destroyed it. Just yesterday.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say.
Thank you, Lord.
What
shall I say? Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord. No, against you, madam. If you are watching my broadcast, I'm just thanking Lord for you that you are still alive 9 years after, and you are still so bold. And I believe you. And I believe you will get your money. 125 million. But I cannot be asking her what she sold there to Umahi 9 years ago before Umahi became governor. Sure, you understand? So that would be like at the pork nose. But when I saw her video, I was like, oh, poor woman. Nigeria don't happen to this one, Tete, but she's still there, strong, fighting it and all of that. I don't know for how long ago. But if any politician say, Ingo teach you a lesson in Nigeria, believe him, oh. My brother, believe him, oh. If you can run, oh. If you have anything to fight with, begin your own fight and get ready, oh. No, they talk, say that you cannot do anything for me. They go do 10, oh. They go do 10, 100, oh. I was talking to Irumole the other day because, somebody who put him in a very bad place because of money and all that. However, and I said, he lost money. The people he knows lost money. To somebody, all of them knows. And because majority of those who lost their money to this person, they get to know him through this my person Irumole. So what happened? A typical Nigeria way. He was so shocked when that happened that he hurriedly left Nigeria because he lives here. He already left Nigeria and returned back here just to kind of process it. And he said he never felt like himself since then. Like, it's not because of that money, but it's because of the betrayer. I said, Baba, thank you, star. Because in Nigeria, way me I know, person wey stole money from all of you, at first, you see those people that he collected the money from, somehow, they will begin to say, well, it's your friend, since you are around, and they know that you have the capacity to pay back the money, okay? They will say, may they arrest you. Now, from police station, you go to hear say, they go your house, go search your house. So you are not the one who offended anybody. You came from the UK to Nigeria, and then you heard that your pal has swindled other people, including yourself. I said in Nigeria, nobody, the person they call accused. Victims, they take blames. Whether you are a big man or you are a small man, it doesn't matter. In fact, that you have money will even make you an easy target. By the time they say, oh yeah, lock it up. Oh yeah, Timo sell. Oh yeah, Shekbe. You know what I mean? That's what they do. So if Nigerian politicians say, I will teach you a lesson, Baba, shout as much as you can and run if you can as fast as you can. And if you can't run, that you really know how to fight, you better begin to get ready. Don't look at it and say, what can you do? You cannot do anything anyway. I don't know if you need my advice. Everybody, life, they teach everybody the lesson of how to actually relate with people. If you are relating with criminal politicians, you will get burnt. Okay? Just know that. Some people will say they cash out. Others will tell you that they were crashed out. And that woman, I hope she gets her money. Remember this.
On this note, that we yet again call on President Bola A. Tinubu to follow the example of Atiku Abubakar, to clear the air about the doubts and kurukere about his past, just as we have done, openly, publicly, and we took the pains to go to Lagos, his own Lagos, where he ruled and superintended and has been lord over for over 23 years. Since Lagos is his domain, we ask Bola A. Tinubu to boldly walk into Government College Lagos and make available to the world, just as we have done today, a copy of the 1970 certificate with which he sought admission into the Chicago State University. He may as well tell us the business center inside Oluwole Market in Lagos, where the document, the certificate was printed and given to Chicago State University, or where that certificate was gotten from, which was presented to the Independent National Electoral Commission. And if assuming the president is afraid to come out clean, because we can only assume at this point that Bola A. Tinubu has some skeleton in his closet or his cupboard, he should feel free to confide in us. You don't.
I will not allow you to. Help me. If they carry me, they go, we are not know. Help me.
That's exactly what Tinubu feel like. Help me. They know they carry me, they go where I don't know. They say me I go bring certificate of 1970 Government College, Lagos, Jadeo. So we are also going to witness and see how that goes this week. I thought I should remind you. I think I'll leave the rest for my chat with everybody who is going to have a chance of calling in, okay? I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea. Now, there is something... Okay, it doesn't matter anymore. Okay, I will leave it and let it pass to... Okay, I'm still going to talk about it, but I'll go make myself a cup of tea. Now, when I get back, I'll take calls and I'll tell you my mind. You know what to do. You need to like the broadcast. That's your own offering, okay? Like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And when I get back, I'll begin to take a course, right? I like saying that again and again and again. Yeah, I'll be back.
Buhari
have a call out. Sorry, guys, I saw my dodo in the kitchen, so I started munching some of them. In case if you see my lips, hello there.
Hello, my
Hello, sir. Is that Talks?
always.
Is that Talks? Yeah.
Yes, Talks. Always.
Sir, it's been a long time. How are you?
Yeah, I've always been here. I was watching after the fact. It's busy at work. It's my, you know, the only reason I called tonight was just to say thank you and to say what you do is great. My fear is that the way they came
rules, so you might need to mute that broadcast or move away from it completely so that we can talk. Yeah, I could still hear.
Is it better now?
Anyway. Yeah, thank you.
Is it better now?
I think it is. Yeah, please.
All right. Okay, great stuff. My fear is that you are the only living legend allowing people to know what people are going through in Nigeria. It's unfortunate that we are here now and we have only one truth sayer left. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did his bit. Oloye Sunday Igboho did his bit. Now we have Mayegun, the only voice that we have. It's unfortunate that a lot of Nigerians can't see what we're going through. And I dream of a Nigeria that is a great country. And where we are now, Mayegun, is despicable. I planned my own retirement at 45, but that wasn't true. But we're here now.
Yeah.
This is now. This is real. Mayegun is telling us the truth. Let people listen. Let people see it. I didn't call tonight because of the program or Nigeria or anything. I just called tonight to say thank you, Omobadero.
Thank you very much as well for it.
Thank you so much for everything you're doing and the revelation you're creating. I listen to you every single day. A couple of days ago, you dropped bombshells. David Udehi is a great man.
Yes.
And what he has done for us and this generation of Gen Z. Meanwhile, Mayegun, can you go and read about the Gen X? We are the Gen X.
Yeah.
I will send you something on WhatsApp about the Gen X. We were the original generation before the Gen Z came. My children are Gen Z. And I fear for them because of all this nonsense that is going on. I would not, look, at my age now, I would not live to see my children in a situation where Nigeria has messed up everything.
Or the trajectory Nigeria is going right now. Anybody that has children will be worried. Even if you think you have everything right now to care for them. But the way it's going...
I am super worried. Because when I look at my kids, I tell them, Nigeria is a great country. Yoruba land, I will say this again, Yoruba land is a great country. Forget Nigeria. Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is dead a long time ago. Yoruba land is a great country. When you see the Yoruba culture and the Igbo culture, and even the northern part of Nigeria, the culture they have there, we've never been a democracy. We've been a monarchy than anything else. And that's how we run our lives 24/7. But now they brought democracy into our country massively successfully. Mayegun, God bless you, my brother, massively successful. But we're here now, and they tell me that my own daughter, you see, Mayegun, so my leg bone that you talk about in London.
You remember that day now?
Some of them told me, yeah, I was there. Mayegun, they told me I could not be king in my own community. And I said, why not? He said, because you're not full Yoruba. And I said, no, you've lost the history. The history says that in Edo land, what Nnamdi Kanu said was Igodomi Igodo was the beginning of the source of the Igbos and the Yorubas. I said I came from the source, but if you don't read your history very well, then you've lost yourself. Now, before I go, I keep telling people a man or a woman who doesn't know their lineage, their history, is lost.
It's lost, no doubt.
I know mine. I know mine.
I do too.
And I will stand by it 24/7.
Talks.
Me first saw it, mi ti wá, but ìlú tí wọ́n ti wá lèmi ti lọ sí ilé ìwé.
That's right.
Tẹ̀ka sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Ọmọ igun mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀.
So we are àwọn àdàbí abẹ́rẹ́ tó lókun dì ní àdẹ̀ní jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ ìrankíran kan wá pàtàn fáwa. At least àwa lábẹ́rẹ́ àmì abẹ́rẹ́ ni wá àdẹ̀ lókun dì. Àníbi tá ti wá, àníbi tá ti ṣe wá.
Ọmọ àgbà.
Ṣé you get so
ọmọ àgbà ni ọ.
ọmọ ìrankíran àwọn tó tẹ̀ níran gan ni. You know, àríbi tá máa trace wọn lọ. Rágbèjì ni o.
Ọmọ àgbà ni ẹ.
Talks. Thank you very much.
Good night.
You
have a good day.
Sir. Yeah, nice one. Now I have another caller on the line on this side here. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Mayo.
Good evening to you, sir. What?
This is Dagada on the line.
I was trying to grasp that rather. So, Don Gada, how are you, Baba?
I'm fine. How is the family?
Well, we thank God, though. I mean, we can't complain. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Now
We thank God for life.
Everyone?
We thank God for life, my brother.
Fantastic. Please.
You know, getting through these days is like Nigeria preparing for war to Niger.
I know. They say it's somehow it's easier to become Nigeria president in what Nigeria has become today to easily get connected to Mayegun, and that is an exaggeration. It can be
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
How are you doing?
But
I'm
fine. But
right here.
That's by the way, you know. What I want to say today is going to be briefly, you know, because, you know, waking up every day to hear about the happenings in Nigeria and how people support the evil and all that. Well, I'm not going to say that I'm surprised, because the way they ignorantly support their pastors and imams and all that, so that made me not to be surprised in whatever Nigeria is supporting today. But I have one thing to tell them, you know. Buhari was a tyrant. You know, he brought back all the oppressing, like when you try to criticize or even say something about him that he doesn't like, he will arrest you and all that.
Right.
But you know, Tinubu is a strategist on what he does best, and we all know what he does best. When he came in as a president, he said he's going to run a unified Nigeria. You know, so but when he talked in that aspect, I don't think
unity. That's what they said they were trying to do.
I don't think Nigerians get his point, because for me, if you look into the political system of Nigeria today, there is nothing like opposition any longer. It was even little during the Buhari regime. But I can tell Nigerians today that if Tinubu succeeded in oppressing everybody, Atiku and Obi today, there will not be anything opposition in Nigeria any longer. There will not be anybody to speak for him, because according to him, he believed that every Nigeria has a price. Most especially the political ones, because everybody that stand up today to run for election in Nigeria, he knows what he's going there for. He's not going there to do anything for any Nigerian, rather for himself and the family. So he knows that all of them has a price. So he's not bothered about, he's worried is why is P2B rejecting his offers and all that. He's not even so much worried about Atiku. And once he defeats Obi in the court, Nigerians should know that whether you are APC, PDP, TAT, ADC, that nobody is there to speak for you again. You are going to be oppressed. You are going to be deprived of your right. The answers they protested against is going to be little to what they are going to see. And I must say that at this point in time, this is the moment I regret the president not having Nnamdi Kanu, because he was going to be the only one to protect this guy, David Hunde. He was going to come out for him. And I am very sure when I said that. And again, he was going to be the only one to speak for Nigerians. Mayogun, these people that said they are afraid of Nigeria, I can tell you that today, Nigeria has been divided into three nations without nobody dividing it. Really? Their trucks cannot come. Yes, I'm telling you now, trucks cannot come from northern Nigeria to eastern Nigeria. Trucks that are bringing food, the road has been divided into two from that's a boundary between Benue and the Enugu state. Some trucks are stuck there for over 2 weeks. The food that they were bringing to eastern part have all spoiled. You come through the west, the same thing is happening in Edo state. Is almost cutting off from the west too. So, and I'm very sure that most of these political allies don't know about this, because they always fly with a aeroplane and the helicopter wherever they are transporting themselves to. So the Nigeria they are even running away from dividing is already divided automatically into three. So I just want to say this to Nigerians: if they don't want to rise up, they are waiting for opposition. During Jonathan, it was opposition that rose against his this thing and rallied all around Nigeria. Today, there is no opposition in Nigeria. Nigerians are the opposition.
Everybody is fighting to take their own bites now.
Thank you. And if they don't want to rise, we are all going to stay behind and watch the movie at its display. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Don Gada. I have another caller on the line here. Hello there.
Hello, good evening.
Princess Balogun, how are you, ma'am?
Yeah, Baba. Oh, I'm gentle though.
Well, it's good to hear from you.
How is everybody? How have you been?
Well, we thank God, though. Thank you.
Yeah. My God, there are so many things, yeah. These things are just happening sporadically, yeah. But we can't do much about it. Have you noticed that there has not been any kind of protest lately?
Well, we all have seen that we've not really had any major one, and likely be none.
So if this court judgment from the US should come up, nothing will happen.
You think so?
You know why,
Tell us.
Because the people sponsoring the protest are the ones in power now. They are the ones in power now. If you notice this generation, when Tokumbo was talking earlier, he was talking about Gen X and Gen Z and something. And I was just laughing. You see the generation of the men in their 60s, yeah? There is nothing going on with them, Omaigo.
What do you mean?
Hello?
I'm with you.
There is nothing happening with them. Okay. The generations of Tinubu, the names that we've heard, in fact, the names they heard while they were growing up, it's still the names we are hearing, the likes of Akintola and Awolowo. That's what we are still hearing now. So their generation has been wasted generation. Nothing happened. Nobody made any name. They only came up with thieves and hooligans and hoodlums and jump fuckers. Nobody made any name from that generation. Nobody. So if there is not, in fact, our generation is better. David is coming up, David Hunde is coming up, you're there, Yele is there. People are there coming up and they are standing by the truth. The generation of the men in their 60s is wasted. It is.
And they are mostly the ones who are now making life hell for us now, saying that
in fact, Baba, they had everything on the planet of God. They had free education. They basically knew when they were going to buy their first car.
Before they left secondary schools.
Exactly, before they left university or whatever college they went to, their jobs were already waiting for them. They knew that their first salary, they could use their second, third salary to get a car and start paying in bits, like you explained earlier. The generation of men that enjoyed what the Awolowos were able to put in place.
Yeah.
Same generation is the generation putting us through hell right now. Same generation is the generation franchising the future of the children. You know, what did the West attack?
The generation that is, I mean, since their time, I mean, from then till now, and those generations that have been coming after them, they have done so much to make sure that we never become anything in that Nigeria. And
that is it. It is just the thing. They were in their 20s and 30s when they were becoming president.
That's right.
And you see the same fools in power till date. Nobody is investing in education. In a society where people are educated, they will have access to information.
That's right.
They will question things. You know, we were raised to just accept this thing, and when a child and us, we just move on from things. That's the problem we are having right now. We were raised like, oh, what's your amenity? Once you don't go and soil your family's name. What family is there now? Every family's name has been soiled. People are now eating each other. People are just saying, you know, I said this around December that, but I said it 2 years ago that your Naira notes will be as worthless as your tissue paper in the toilet. I said that on this program 2 years ago.
That's why it is the day.
I said that when you want to go and pay your children's school fee, you will put the money in a truck, and you will rent a car that you will use the money. The money you put in the car is the one you will use.
Or the school.
So, yes, you pay the truck driver. Then you use wheelbarrow. So pay the car driver. That's the way it's going to be.
Scary.
Venezuela yaju ni ojú wa bo ẹnu wa wo àwọn wa wọlé bí ti crocodile. A ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni o, we are just starting.
And you still believe that there will be no reaction. You still believe that there will be no reaction, but nothing is going to happen.
Except if Atiku is ready to fund a protest. Every protest you witness, every protest we have ever witnessed in this country, has had one sponsor or the other. Is it the Occupy? Is it the Occupy? How will people gather like that? And you be feeding them with pizza? Where did the money come from? It is only NSAS that was not sponsored by anybody. Except if Atiku will sponsor a protest. Nothing, I tell you, nothing will happen. They will announce whatever they want to announce.
Any protest, by the way, that one is telling everybody to
they will announce
rule of law.
They will announce whatever they want to announce. People will just relax in their houses, and and they'll be there. And if we just, and these two shall pass, and these two will pass. See, all of these things, see, we don't even, these people know people that can fix this economy. But what is the economy itself? It's the study of lack. So they've made everybody start lacking,
Honorable and all.
This afternoon when we were having a program, I couldn't put on the chair because I buy a keg, they try 30 liters of petrol for I think 20,000 naira now. And I have a very big jet that guts it up in 6 hours. That is all. So I spend how much in 24 hours? I spend 80K. Even what if I tell you, sorry, Abidjan, so it is what it is here. And it is going to continue like that. It is a system that has been designed to fail. If it continues to get worse, oh my God, when you want to put any Olokada will sleep with your wives, as bank workers, because also they make money on daily basis. We've seen Okada people in Ibadan, they pregnant teachers now. And if you ask the Okada, how did you get a teacher? How can about with very bogus China Marco? How did you impregnate this beautiful teacher? You tell her, I buy a sardine, I buy a fish, I buy because teachers don't get paid.
Princess.
Teachers don't get paid their salaries. It is a totally destroyed system.
God bless
divide
you.
the country. Let all of us live separately.
Tinubu will say, thank you, Princess.
In the time of poverty like this, the economic principle of Yusuf is what everybody should apply in his own lives. Eat little, save more. You don't know what is happening. Kese la nri lowo, makasakasa timbo. A dollar was just 800 naira or thereabout a couple of months ago. Now a dollar is over 1,000 naira. How much will it go? Nobody knows. Torito and say falafulu. Ogba salary week lawa. Igberaga week. Or bera recently like. Eat little and save more. Aye ta nje chicken kola wayima. Aye shawarma koma. Aye ice cream ko. Mugari. Jẹ́ pọ̀nmọ́ gbàgbé táwọn doctor sọ pé kò ní nutritional value. Kí ló fẹ́ nutritional value pẹ̀lú kíní? Jẹ́ pọ̀nmọ́ mú gààrí orí ẹja wàláì kò rẹ́rìn. Bọ́ bá lọ ṣe falafolo pẹ̀lú.
Hello there.
Hey brother,
is
how
that
are you doing?
Zeus, by the way?
No, this is a new caller. I'm from the.
Oh, you're a new caller, right?
Can you
hear me? Goodness. Can you hear me? Oh, you are a new caller. I'm so sorry, right? How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, but I'm doing great. I listen to your show all the time. I really feel, I'll tell you, I'm from the Caribbean, but my heart and my soul is in Africa. You know what I mean? I've never been there.
Oh, have you not?
But
so you're originally from the Caribbean. Which part of the Caribbean, if I may ask?
So I'm from St. Kitts and Nevis. It's a small island in the Caribbean, one of the smallest ones.
Oh dear. I've heard about St. Kitts, did you say?
St. Kitts, yes.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for at least finding time to join us tonight. I would love to hear from you, please.
Oh yeah, brother. Of course, because my heart and my soul is in Africa. You know, I learn so much from your channel and from other people's channel who talk about what's happening in Africa. I had my wake-up call at a really late age. I learned about the white history far earlier than I learned about African history, and that put me on a real trajectory to learn more, and kept reading up to today. I'm still reading up to now. But I call into your show to say, like, man, I really feel for Nigerians right now. I really feel for Nigerians because you guys are going to hell, man.
It can only be imagined. Sometimes they are unbelievable. You know, they're like, how could that even be happening? Is that even real? Is that even real news? I mean, if you have paid attention to much coming from Africa and Nigeria, you will understand what I'm saying over the time, right? Like, you'll be like, man, how could people be going through this? Here we are.
But I can't believe, like, when I heard that Tinubu is literally a drug dealer in Chicago.
That's right.
Selling heroin, probably causing the death of so many people, and then he becomes the Nigerian president. I said to myself, this is not real.
You know what I mean? Like, how is that even possible? It is either the news is fake, or Tinubu is not real, but it all happened. And here we are. We are wearing the tag everywhere now. A narco state.
No, you know, like, I have something to tell the Nigerians, because you know what? They wouldn't they don't want a president in Nigeria that is a free person, because when Nigeria is free, the entire Africa will be free.
God bless
because it's the Nigerians that they're using to put down other presidents in other areas of ECOWAS, especially. If you look at how they've been putting down other leaders when they have coups and so on. It's the Nigerians that are using, because Nigeria is the most populated country in Africa.
Yes.
Look at the war. Look at the war that they cause in certain places where they put down certain co-leaders because they say we don't want to deal with the West anymore. It's Nigerians those soldiers are coming out of. It's Nigerians they're using against each other to fight Boko Haram and dying in the desert up in near to Niger.
It is sad. I know one thing that people say when they talk about Nigeria as the most populous nation in Africa, the biggest, the biggest concentration of black people on earth. Nigeria, they say if Nigeria was well managed, like you said, the rest of Africa will look at Nigeria as big brother. That the rest of the West will not really be able to bully. But you said it, Nigeria is actually the one being used to bully the rest of West Africa. So look at us.
Yes, and of course, and look, and you know, Nigeria. I went back to do my reading and my little research to see how Nigeria was created,
right.
And I encourage anybody to do a little research. You will see why Nigeria is in the state it's in right now, because it's not Nigeria a state, it's Nigeria Inc. It's a company.
You get, and it was owned by the Royal Niger Company. Imagine that. I'm telling you, Nigeria is a company that been split up in a bunch of tribes, and they're studying you guys in order to make sure that you kill each other so that they can come and take the spoils. This is what happening. This Chatham House, the think tank. Chatham House is studying Nigeria like a Bible. I'm telling you, and they haven't just started. That's hundreds of years of studying. They're studying you guys to make sure that you never come together. And I always want to speak for the Nigerian people. You guys have to. This is the perfect time for you to put your differences aside. Put it aside. Even if you don't put it aside for a long time, put it aside right now. Because right now they didn't expect you guys with the advent of social media and that Nigerian journalist, what his name is David. They didn't expect you guys to dig into the life of this man so deeply, so that you will find out that he's compromised. And that's the reason why they want him to become the president, because he's compromised. That's right.
They don't want a free person there. They don't want a free person in that seat, because if a free person gets in that seat who can actually think, this man can't even talk.
No, he can't.
This man can't even talk. How can he talk for a people that's 200 and something million with so many tribes? He can't even talk for himself. You know what I mean? So
thank you. You are a special voice tonight, and I bet you a lot of people listen to you with rapt attention. You may not be able to see that, but I can promise you that. Thank you. You didn't tell me your name. Is that something you'd like to share?
Yeah, my name is Rich.
Rich, I am going to remember you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Rich,
you can call me
all right?
the architect. Thank you so much, brother. You guys take care, and you guys take this opportunity to overthrow this government.
God bless you.
I'm sorry to say it straight up like that, man. Get rid of that, man.
It's sad. I know. Thanks so much for that contribution, and I hope I get more of that from you, as usual, right?
No
Thank
problem,
you.
brother. Take care.
Look at the man we are talking about, the one that can't even speak for himself, talk less of speaking for millions of people. If you can't put aside our differences now, even if it's going to be for temporary, yeah, we have our differences, fine. But you will, a brother from another mother, from another continent, is telling all of us that even if you have to put our differences aside for now, use our number, use the social media and push back, we should. And this man, the president of Nigeria.
All classes, you know what they call F level? When you get failure in all the subjects that you take. F9, F8, F9, F8, FF, double F. That is his name.
So you can imagine how the rest of the world and especially the rest of Africa and Africans all over the world actually see Nigeria. That's why I love Rich for joining us tonight to share from his own perspective that we are a total disappointment as a people. And even though we have people who have actually fought in every way they could to try to stop these criminals, but they just have probably started the project a long time ago that they couldn't be stopped. And indeed, if we don't if we don't end this madness, it is going to end us. Abi, somebody will say they were asking him the solution to Nigeria problem. You remember this, Abi? Imagine the rest of Africa looking at this man before election and said, no, this is impossible. This one can never be president. It's not possible. Then a few months after that, they said that man, that one that is talking rubbish, he has rigged the election, or he's now the president. And they're like, no, it's impossible. Nigerians will never agree. Those Nigerians we are saying, they are never going to make that happen. Do you know the disappointment that so many other Africans actually felt for us? How kind of like, Nigeria, with this thing.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn, and the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps.
That is the weary that is parading himself as president of Nigeria. So you can actually think about our shame, the disgrace, the embarrassment, and somebody said we are overreacting. People say, "Ogun will kill you for me." Sorry, my caller. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. This is Zeus.
Hey, Zeus, that was you who confused me for what you call it, Rich earlier. So it's good to have you too. How you doing, Baba?
I'm doing good. I just want to announce something real quick before I go straight to my point. Some of us that speak up in this platform, they are trying really hard to shut us down. Something happened to me recently. That's why nobody has heard from me. My little cousin was kidnapped.
Excuse me, slow down, Zeus. Slow down. I mean, somebody close to you was what?
My cousin was the Bubago people came to him and they kidnapped. He was just 14 years old. They kidnapped him, and since now we've not heard nothing. I mean, I'm begging anybody from Imo State. He lives in Olu. Anybody from Imo State, if they can return his corpse or whatever to the family so that we can bury. So they are attacking us from every angle that they can. It's a couple of almost a month now. I mean, we look for him, but we can't find him. So we know already what Nigeria can do to him. So that's why I've been a little bit silent, because I've been doing my underground work, trying to see how.
I am so sorry. But I don't even know how to kind of imagine that. I'm so sorry.
That cannot shut us down, my ego. That cannot shut us down.
They will do a lot, but that is really horrible. Really sorry, man. Sorry, man.
Yeah. What I want to say again is like what is going on with Hyundai and even the lady that have to go to Sierra Leone to get justice and get the person arrested. So many things that's happening in Nigeria that we cannot even pinpoint and get justice in our system. Everywhere is like messed up. The whole Africa, just like the rich guy, the guy from the Caribbean is talking about. Yeah, I mean, the whole black world are looking up to us. We almost half of the black populations are Nigerians, and they're looking up to us. But the way that they rigmarole this whole system is working against us. And the same generation that are doing this are the ones, just like Princess Balogun said, they're the ones that benefited from everything. So now they're using, say as senior, you're supposed to respect your elder. You respect your elder. Your elder is the ones that are destroying your economy, creating no jobs. They destroying. Look at Naira now to dollar. I remember when they were complaining about Jonathan, then it was like, I think it was 280 or something like that.
No, it was actually.
And now,
I think I have a copy of that, if I still do. Right. At the time, pound sterling was 280 and a dollar was somewhere around 180 Naira. And look at this.
180, yeah.
This person is a
and they were
member,
complaining
right, today.
Yeah, complaining then that Jonathan is finishing Nigeria. And then now they are the ones enjoying the ripoff. And now they're celebrating. They're trying to see how they can shut us down and say we don't respect our elders. When $1 now is over 1,200. But when it was 180, they said Jonathan has finished us. And even as I'm talking to you now, my Zeus, I'm in tears because look at it. From June 2003, Tinubu got 449 million in IBRD loan and 301 million IDA credit, totaling $750 million. The same June 27th, 2023, World Bank gave 500 million to invest in improving in livelihood of women in Nigeria. 13th July 2023, Tinubu takes 800 million, another loan. Then September 23rd, he got 1.95 billion World Bank loan just in 3 months. And now he's still asking for more loans.
Yes.
And Nigerians are dying and crying, our money going skyrocket. And when we say something, they're going to go kidnap our cousins and do other stuff they do, Maegu. They will not shut Jews down. I promise you that, Maegu. I will be on your channel here, and I will be saying what is on my mind. And this generation will not be shut down, no matter what they do.
We won't. Zeus, I am
Thank
so
you,
sorry.
And I know you have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you very much, Zeus. I'm so sorry once again because I can't imagine what this has been for you. The last 4 or 3 weeks has been for you and the family.
It's been tough. It's been tough.
I mean, just take it easy, man. Okay, and stay safe yourself.
Thank you, my okay? Have a wonderful day.
And you too. Thank you very much. I have another caller on the line here. Hello there.
Hey, Mayegu, how are you doing?
I am very well, sir. How are you?
Well, I am so grateful today to hear your voice.
Thank you.
I have been a great follower of your program for quite a long time.
God bless you. Thank you.
So many years. So I just want to say one thing right quick. It's just going to be just one thing.
Please, sir.
My name is Jerry. I am calling from Texas.
Hi, Jerry. Go on, sir.
My point is, in this investigation that everybody is thinking and planning and suggesting and wondering where Tinubu come from, have you guys wondered whether Tinubu is actually a Nigerian? Like, is he actually a Nigerian citizen? Yeah, he speaks Yoruba.
We are yet to get people to do a proper digging in that aspect. Go on, sir.
He speaks Yoruba, but we find out that he has a Guinean passport.
He does.
So the question comes, just like I'm from Imo State, from somewhere in Imo State or whatever. At least if somebody want to make an inquiry about my schoolmates who come,
I'm glad you didn't go that far. But go on, go on now, sir, please.
My classmates will come down. Someone from my family will say, "Oh yeah, we know him. We grow with him." Somebody from my compound, somebody from my village, somebody from my my primary school classmate, my secondary school classmate might come up, or somebody was like, "I don't know him, but I know my dad told me something about him. He was a good friend of my dad, or he was a good friend of my granddad." Like, even if he was, it happened that all his mates, all his schoolmates are dead and late. Okay, but somebody will be like, "Oh yeah, he was a good friend of my granddad. He was a good friend of my great granddad." My question is, how come nobody is ever recognizing him other than few close individuals who claim that they school with him in Chicago? And of course, we know, I mean, I don't even think he ever schooled in Chicago. They will figure that. But my point is, have we ever, my point is, I don't think Tinubu is a Nigerian. Can we go that route? Like, who's gonna, I don't know how to anchor this, because I know you analyze a lot of things.
You raise a very vital point. Hang on.
A lot of people have said so many things wonderful about how you guys investigate things. I mean, I don't know if David Unde can get into this.
See, make I tell you something.
I'm finding that, is he actually a Nigerian?
Make I tell you something, okay? You have raised a very, very vital point, and I bet you are not the only person thinking like that. But the only difference here is that you want at least all this investigative, that to dig in that aspect too, and see if they will find something. And that's one thing that a lot of people are now trying to figure out from the FBI file. Because from the FBI file, people who are in the know said it will tell us who is this person. Okay?
Okay.
They said it will give us the clearer picture. And from that, we may likely then discover that he is not even a Nigerian, or he is, or whatever that will be. But like you are so curious about it, so many people believe that we are getting closer to something like that. So you are not wrong, go. There's nothing wrong like you, I mean, or for you thinking like that, oh. And I bet that you are not the only person. Jerry.
Yeah, that's just I'm thinking, like as you said, I'm not the only one thinking.
You can't be the only person.
Who else is thinking in this direction? Like, is there actually a Nigerian? Like, because as I said, even if I go to, you know how you and I or whatever, somebody will be like, in fact, there are some people have recommended your video from over here. I know I'm not going to mention their name, but I know a few people I mentioned. Listen to Mayegu Diary. Yeah, what that Mayegu? The guy was like, I know him. He's from my town. I'm like, you really say, yeah, I know him. In fact, yeah, I know few people I've actually.
Even in Texas, that you've mentioned Mayegu.
Yeah,
I know him.
I'm telling you that.
You know him. Yeah, I know him.
The guy told me that know you. The guy saying you from his town. Like, he know you like you're from his town.
Like one-on-one, that if he started telling you some certain things and tell you to ask me, I will know who he is. I get that.
Honestly, but you know he's a Tinubu guy, so they all just believe in Tinubu or whatever. But he said he know you, like you're from the same town. I'm like, okay, thank God you know him. But they were like, yeah, he's a crazy man. He's that. He's, you know, they say so many things.
I know. So he's always a crazy man. He's very disrespectful. in all of that. I know, not be today, but you raise a very vital point.
What I'm saying, somebody know you. How come nobody ever come and say, yeah, Tinubu, I know he was a good friend of my granddad. My granddad, in their school together, my granddad told me about him. When he was a governor in Lagos State, my granddad told me he was all that.
I'll crack you up. Let me crack you up before you go, okay? In one of their defense, right? This is probably a joke, okay? They said a tragedy happened. The reason why Tinubu has nobody saying they grew up with him, whether when he was a little boy or when he was going to school and all of that stuff. People to really come out and say they know. They say, well, it was a tragedy that happened. That
no father, no mother. No other than the adopted mother.
They say, well, everybody that knew him and the people he knew, they said it was like a single year. All of them died, including the village where they born out. But it's a joke, you know. Because that is the only answer that can say nobody knows him. Nobody grew up with him. And it's so ridiculous because it's impossible.
So if the people die in a single year, they don't have children, they don't have grandchildren. Because as I said, I went to Nigeria a few years ago to bury my dad, my mom. A lot of people from my family, my compound, everybody come around. I gave people some gifts. I mean, some people said good things about me, some sympathy, but people know me. My schoolmates, I ran into a lot of them. The last time I went to Nigeria, I stopped at Lagos Airport. I met somebody that was my younger brother's schoolmate, and we have conversation. So if issues come up like this, somebody will be like, oh, yeah, I know him. But my brother, I won't take much of your time. That's just what I've been wondering. I thought I could air it out. Maybe one or two more people will hear it and probably start thinking in that direction.
You're so right.
I don't know.
A lot of people have heard you, and like I said,
do anything about it.
A lot of people are possibly thinking like you too. You have just taken it a little bit top notch for others, right? Which means if all of us are thinking like that, then let's find out. Let's figure something out. Let's find answer to that. There's nothing wrong in that. So thank you so much. I love it. I love that perspective that you took. And you too, sir.
Have a great day. I watch your program all the time. I just don't always have time to call in. Even this one, I just joined 2 minutes ago and decided, oh yeah, he's online. Let me try and see if I can catch him.
You only joined us midway.
But sometimes I watch on replay and click my normal like. You know how you do it. You say click my like and thumb up. I do it for you. Yeah, so nice to meet you. You have a good day.
It's a pleasure, Sir Jerry. You take it easy, okay? You have a good one, sir. All right? Nice one. So that's Jerry from Texas, and he's being inquisitive You know what I mean? Ask questions. So how come? I mean, I'm like, Sir Jerry, you are not the only person thinking like that too. But your own case is that your own thinking and all of that has gone deeper. And if people are like that, thinking the same way you are thinking, people who have the same thinking capacity like you, they get bored if they can't get answers to something that they have thought so deep about. And in this particular one, it shouldn't even be so hard. Now, the answer we know they make everybody feel like, waiting they happen, go. How come nobody turn up? How come this no? Okay, fine. We are still asking questions. No answer, Abi. All of them are where they do investigative journalism. Help us, chai. Help us to give this answer as Mama Peace will say. Say, chai. Help us, I'm coming. I'm looking for Mama Peace, where she's always like, with that intro. Ma play am.
Chai, help us, help us. There is God, There is God, God. God should descend, today God will descend here.
Jesus' name, God will descend here. I am taking my last call because of our timing. So here we go. Hello there.
Hello, Mayegu.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Greetings. Here is Silva from Germany.
Hey, Silva from Germany, is it?
Yes, no, from Germany.
I'm gonna know. Which one should I take greet you? Should Danke or Guten Abend? Which one is she?
Guten Abend.
It's Guten Abend. Okay.
Yeah, good. Yeah, Guten Abend. Wie geht's dir?
Beautiful. How are you, sir?
Fine, Mayegu. I'm just calling. Yeah, you are doing good. You are doing good. I really like your argument, your explanation on things, difficult things. You break them down for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you
too. I'm talking called in respect of the last caller. I really appreciate his concern, but when I think about those things, I feel like we don't even need to go deep, like his village, where he come from, his schools. This man is fake. Just think about it. Those people that live with him in America, except the political groups that he's staying with, can't any genuine person in the United States come out and tell us, say, I know this man. I know when he was going to school. I was with him. I work with him in the United States.
I can even show you pictures of our meetings here and there. How come that is so difficult?
Yeah. That those early stages that he went to the state, are all those people dead?
I mean, sorry to cut you there. Me, I have been living in Glasgow for nearly where was that again, Seth? 11 years now, over 11 years. Okay. Now I'm not a sociable person, but in 20 years time from today, in 50 years time from today, if anybody says, if I say I lived in Glasgow, you will still see all sorts of people that will say, I remember, I've run into him many times. I saw him when he was living in Glasgow. I remember when he was this or that. How come nobody is coming out to say, I know his life when he was living in Chicago as a student or as a worker? Nobody.
This shows us that whom he is. And anyway, as you just mentioned, let's hope. Nothing bad in hoping, but if there is anything that will come out from this thing that he want to cook up, the big men that will be in the what's it called, the Supreme Court from tomorrow.
Want to see how he's going to play?
No. Yeah. I think he's trying to answer the second Maradona we have in Nigeria, but I don't know. Another thing I wanted to point out.
Take dribble millions of people at the same time. He's been doing it all.
I've been doing it because he knows as one of the callers here mentioned he knows that every of his fellow politicians have a price.
That's right.
That is his strategy.
And that's it.
And also I was thinking about something. I know you mentioned something about people that are not really following up. I think of something. I have some friends around that, in Nigeria, if you are in the armed forces, you work for 12 years, you are free to retire and get your pension. Or you are free to retire after 12 years of serving Nigeria. Some of these guys are entered at 20 years old. At the age of 32, they are free to retire. Even 18, they are free to retire and get their money. People
but
getting
they
their
are not,
pension.
because they know they won't get the money.
Yeah, some do. Some do. Some do. What I'm trying to say is that if people retire at that age, at the age of 32, you are retired and you are getting your pension, quote
Hang
unquote.
on, no, but I say I'm the one who is mixing them together. Are you talking about those who joined the armed forces outside Nigeria?
No,
Or in
inside
Nigeria?
In Nigeria, yeah.
They can, okay, by law, they can retire after 12 years, yeah?
After 12
and
years,
get paid
by law.
Right,
And get paid. They
I
get their
know
pension.
that.
So what I'm trying to iron out is those people that retire at the age of 32, for example, or 36, and they are getting their pension. And you come and tell them, hey, break up Nigeria. They'll be thinking, oh, if we break it up, where do we get our pension?
Who is going to be paying us? No, I get that.
So these are the ones that say, let us pray. Let's continue to pray. Let's pray. Although they know actually that all the things are fake. Things are not working. But because, you see, this is the point I'm talking about, we Nigerians. Everybody thinks about his own pocket. So where they look at their pension, they don't want to join in making things happen.
Even though they know they pay to them regularly, but nevertheless, at least they see how folks say that they hold them. It's better than nothing at all when Nigeria doesn't exist anymore. Wow.
Genau, exactly. So anyway, I don't want to hold you much, although I'm the last caller, sister. But maybe if I give some minutes, somebody else.
No, I mean, like you did well. I like people's angles most of the time. Okay, that's what makes this program more interesting.
Yeah, that is one. And also, I like when Princess always calling. I've been thinking about she have not called for a long time, and when she calls, the way the woman starts, she starts low key. And before you know it, she start to fly up. She start to fire.
I know.
Okay,
she's good with that. I know. Thank you so much, Baba. I appreciate this. Okay, bye. You have a good one yourself. Okay, and have
you
a good
too.
night.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
So, thank you to everybody who has been part of this tonight. Again, we have done a wonderful session as well. Those who have picked one or two things from this, you should do better. Like we always advise every now and then, okay? And to everybody who still feels like they are waiting for Tinubu to put us in handcuffs. A lot of you waited for Bukwari to put us in handcuffs. Or even those they put in handcuffs for exposing Bukwari and APC. You can tell yourselves that putting them in handcuffs didn't change your lives. It makes your lives worse. So you shouldn't be supporting those who are going to put away those who can put them on their toes, right? But I have no control over how you feel. Mine is to deliver what I think you should think about. Okay, once I deliver the message, then I listen to other people's views as well. Then we all go to bed and be like, tomorrow is another day. And most of the time, it is Nigeria we are talking about, okay? There is always going to be something, many things. And I will always be here to remind all of us that, well, if you haven't made up your mind, make up your mind, fine. You will make it up soon, or Nigeria will make the mind up for you. I would rather you make up your mind based on the truthful information that's available to you than to be forced by Nigeria circumstances to shape you and force you to make that decision. I don't know how that will feel. Then I want to say thank you to every one of us who has been very, very kind of supportive as well. I have been receiving messages from a lot of you asking that, Mayegun, how do we indeed reach out and support some of the programs of what you do and all that? It's not just me. I have a union called the Yoruba Union. So to everybody who really, really want to support us and everything we are doing, how we are trying to reach out to people who are victims of all of these mad criminals in government, of course, you can use all of the payment link. Use the PayPal. The PayPal link, I should have put that on since. That's my bad. But however, everyone, before your Naira finally disappear and become worthless, if you are not in Nigeria and you have these Nairas in this your Nigerian account, give them to us. Okay, send to Dikaro Jury's account, and that whatever is being given in support of the activities of the Yoruba Union, you will be aware of them, every penny that comes through, and wherever they go to. If you are in the UK and you also want to support Mayegun's Diaries program, or you want to reach out and support Yoruba Union and every other thing we are doing, of course, you can also send a direct contribution straight to this bank account on your screen. Remember, donation is voluntary. Nobody is going to force you to do anything you don't want to do, and that is very much a sacrosanct. So I appreciate those who have been asking, and I think this is the time to show it to you, right? Apart from this, I'm going to say I'm grateful to everybody for the time we have shared together tonight, while we look forward to what the week has for us. Stay safe and take it easy, okay? And I mean, like, as much I can say. Yeah? So good night to everybody from here.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary politico. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjù. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjù. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjù. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjù. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjù. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjù. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràjù. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.